So, hiya people. Magnificent. Very well, there we go. How have you been, guys? Hope you had a great weekend. Ready. Perfect. Hope you had a great weekend, guys. Hope you had a great weekend. And we begin day number 11 of Metaphysical review of Drakensang 1 The Dark Eye. This interesting German interpretation of Dungeons and Dragons that basically created its own rules. Well, they're very similar to Dungeons and Dragons 3.5 now that I think of it, but so far we've analyzed a lot of the basic aspects of the game, from the genre classification to the basic basic gameplay mechanics, the level design, the stat system, the early game combat system, pretty much everything. So we're in our, as you can read from the title description, we are right now, just as a quick recap for anyone watching this as a YouTube bot in the future or a Twitch bot if you're discovering the channel. Basically, we are currently doing the second pilgrimage of the dragon god of Aventuria, basically the world we are in, that has sent us in our second pilgrimage. But I have a problem. To save the world, basically. But I have a problem. If you remember from last time, well, I believe last time you saw that the stream stopped suddenly. That's because there was a power outage for some minutes in the city. But well, that was the internet connection returned some seconds afterwards. But we had already streamed for 3.5 hours, so we were pretty much finishing. So we cleared the dark forest, but I have a problem. As you know. Since I no longer have a rogue in my team, I was using Gladys, as you can see here. Yeah, I took her. Well, I took her equipment. I had to use it to equip Wendala. But basically the idea is that I need a rogue. So I'll have to ask Wendala to wait at the residence. Wait for me at my Ferdok residence. I'll contact you as soon as I need your help. Very well. Okay. So, Gladys, come over here. Come with us and see for yourself. Now I'll gear her up, and she should have the pickpockets. There. This is what we are looking for. Not pickpocket, picklocks skill that I need because I left all of the chests over at the forest pretty much full of stuff. So I'll give her this chainmail for the time being. Do some basic gear, so we should have lots of stuff. Oh well, whatever. I just need the pick locks skill. That I can get her some trousers. Well, whatever. The important thing is that she has these pick locks and that she has the hairpins in her inventory, so she can pick the locks. Because as you can see, I don't have any rogue in my party because I want to be at maximum combat efficiency. But that brings that has the consequence of not being able to open the locks. So I need to return. So I need to return over there. Please tell me that Wendala didn't have all of the lock picks in her inventory. I don't think so. Well, maybe we can get some more. later, but the idea is that this character should be able to pick the locks that we couldn't open last time. As you can see, I cannot increase my pick locks score on any of my other characters. I honestly don't know why. So basically, that's the idea. I'll go back, open the lockpicks, then come back for Gwendala. Hang on a second. Come with me. There we go. Did I leave the hairpins? Yeah, I left them over at Heavy Inventory. So give them to Forgrim. There we go. See, I knew I was forgetting something. There we go. Wait at my Ferdok residence. Yeah, you have to do this like this, people, manually. So Wendell is a very OP character. It's basically, it acts as a second mage, a ranger, and a healer at the same time. 3 roles, which is a lot, and she performs all of them perfectly. So that's why I replaced Gladys with her. But the problem is that I don't have any rogue if I leave Gladys kind of like over here. So what we are going to do is I could pick the other guy. Oh well, whatever. This one already has all of the points distributed. So that's the idea. I'm going to go back to the Dark Forest, grab all of the chests, then come back here again, and basically finish the Dark Forest side quest with Wendala. That's basically the idea. So people, one thing, as we do that, let me go back to the forest. As we do that, I wanted to tell you that the ultimate 3DS showcase will be on a whole other scale, because the amount of modding that I'm applying to that 3DS, it's so insane that you have no idea how brutal it will be. So we might do it not this year, but on January of next year. We could do that. Even before, because remember that I'm waiting for the release of a game called Shantae's Resist Revolution, which was a cancelled GBA game that was very famous, and it's going to actually release on all platforms. But I want to inject it in my 3DS, because the 3DS has kind of like the hardware of Blood Mountains. There we go. It says Blood Mountains, but it's actually the Dark Forest. The Blood Mountains are kind of like a portion of the Black Forest. So since the 3DS has the hardware of a GBA inside of it, I want to inject it and play that kind of like native frame rate, native performance, and native screen brightness. A lot of people don't like the extra bright screen brightness of the GBA. Basically, they had to do that because the panel of the original one wasn't backlit, but people don't consider that all of the colors of all of those GBA games, they're actually kind of like very distinctive like that. So I like playing with you, and the 3DS kind of like boots into GBA mode, and it's the most exact reproduction you can have. So Humbert's Robber Camp, there was a chest here. Ronquer's camp, there was a chest over there as well. So let me see if I get through here. Maybe we can. Was it through here? No. No, I think you're gonna get through there. There's a blow. there's a blockade. Let's go to the bandit camps that we've already killed everyone in there. So I think I can run away from encounters like this. Like not that. It's not that because I don't have a proper fourth member that I'll have any problem, but I don't want to waste any more time. So I'll just keep going. Hopefully this is a decent idea. Besides, I want to test if you can actually do this in this game. I wonder if there's a kind of like a limit. Anyways, we killed everything in here, huh? We killed all of the well, all of the bandits. That Gladys is going to die so much. So many times. Let's see what we can do. Alright, do this. Now do that. Now do that. You get out of there. You... There. That should do it. Well, looks like there isn't a limit to the amount of... to the detection range of the enemies. Looks like they follow you endlessly. Though we should be able to kill these guys easily. As long as there are no spirit bears inside. Well, I cannot believe I have to stop and fight. Just because of this. Alright, let's go. I better give a weapon to that. I better give a weapon to that girl. Alrighty. I don't know how she could survive. You use foils, right? Ah, there I have your foil. There we go. There you have that. There you go. We got that. Look at that, a shield. There we go. Sorry, I don't have pants for you. Sadly, I don't have pants for you. Okay. Or do I? Maybe Rulana has that. There was a one. Could it be that there was some? Hey, what's that? Brabak mace. Hey. Should have equipped that before. What are you using? Saber. Farfast rapier. I remember that one. Use that one. Wooden shield, I guess. It's pretty much the same. It's pretty much the same. Give me that. Okay. Give her those so she can have some basic protection. Boots. Ah, I can give her that. Boots. A hunter's cap. I don't know. Give her that. The other shit. This one. Boots. There we go. Leather boots. Ooh, go for that. Go for that. That's more than enough protection. Should be. Where's the shield? There we go. And there we go. That's more than enough. She won't be able to cast the spells, but not like I need that. There we go. That should be more than enough. Okay. Yeah, shields have proven to be quite useful for melee fighters in this game. Kind of like the fact that they can evade some more blows. It's very important. Let me save just in case everything goes to shit for whatever reason. After having a 5, not a 5, it was a kind of like a 2-minute power outage last time. So I was finishing the stream after that. Fortunately, I have my UPS, so I didn't lose any progress. That's why you should always have an unlimited power supply with you. I highly recommend you APC by Schneider. always just remember to use kind of like approved official batteries. If you every 2 years to do the replacement. This is my third battery and it works perfectly. So the APC Pro 12, I think I'm using the 1200 Pro. Yeah, 1200 Pro or the 500 Pro, any of those. They are a bit pricey, but they are well worth it. I don't have them because of my game save files, of course. I have them because of my, in order to not lose any software development that I do. For example, websites and those things. And in a lot of cases, though I have VS Code programmed, so it automatically saves, so you actually don't lose the progress. But it can happen that for example, the power outage happens exactly at the moment, exactly in the moment in which in which the program is automatically saving, and you can lose the progress. So yeah, basically I have the UPS, so I am sure that I won't lose power, that my PC won't shut down, not lose power. It won't shut down. Comes like out of nowhere, because it can happen. Like even if it's a 2-minute power outage, right? So it's more than enough to make you lose your progress. And maybe you have a whole website. Maybe I have a whole website already designed, and yeah, pretty much, you can lose all of your precious work and you get fired. That's basically the idea, and that gives you more money than teaching English, though both things help. So, yep, it's very important to have a UPS. Always. Very, very important. It was the first thing that I bought. Straight up, it's very, very important because you're gonna lose all of your progress. So if you're a software developer, get a UPS. Not because there are some stabilizers. Previously I used a stabilizer, but that doesn't prevent the power outage. Kind of like happening for a second, and that's more than enough. Alright, that's one of the chests. There we go. If I remember this, let me ensure it was at the highest possible level, right? Big locks, 17 is at max. I cannot further upgrade it. So basically, hairpin, and let's hope the dice roll. Remember that there's a check. Let's hope the dice roll helps, and there we go. Dark leather pants. Well, who would have thought that's useful? Dark leather pants. I guess I can give her this, and I can use this exclusive dark leather pants, I guess. Alright, no difference there. Good, some steel knee plates. That's a lot of money, in case you don't know. Studded arm greaves. Oh, I think that one is better, huh? Look at that. Oh, look at that. That's one free point of armor. Oof. That's very, very good. That's an exclusive. I don't remember finding that piece of equipment. You cannot buy it at all. Alright, it's a very, very exclusive piece of equipment. I know it's only 1 point of armor, but it's a lot, because look at this. If once I activate fastness of body, look at this. It's at 8. It affects both arms, right? Yeah, it affects both arms. Look at that. It's 2 more points per, because it's 1 more point per arm. All right, I had the right idea. Studded leather greaves. Here was there another? No. Let's get out of here. Well, after that juicy loot, I think we need to loot the other treasure chest. There was another one. Alright. Sadly, Gladys kind of like cannot use a bow and cannot cast a... Well, she can cast the spells, but but they are very limited, and she doesn't have a lot of intelligence attribute score to make them effective. Let's go to Wrongware's camp. See if we can loot that to begin our week, people. All right. So how have you been, people? I've seen a lot of I read a lot of gaming news during the weekend. 30 years of the legacy of PlayStation, for example. I've been reading that there's a special boot animation for your PS5. That's an interesting topic to discuss, guys. You know, because I am convinced that the best PlayStation is the PS3, the PS3. I know it will be unpopular. I know it will be unpopular. I grew up with the PS1, then the PS2. Well, the PS2 would also be a close contender, but definitely not the PS1. Definitely not the PS1 because if and I grew up with that one. Amazing console, huh? But not my style. I think that the games have aged kind of like with the terrible. The 3D graphics don't age as good as 2D graphics. That's for sure. We all know that. The 3D early those early 3D polygons look disgusting nowadays. Even you have to kind of like use what I do is use an internal XBRZ. What on earth? Oh, damn it. Careful. The bears. Damn it. There's a problem. We'll need to beat those bears without... We'll need to beat those bears without Wendala. Careful because they hit like a truck. And I don't have Wendala's summons and buffs. And they knock down stuff. This might be a problem. Everyone on that one? That Gladys is going to die. No, Rulana? No, Rulana. Ah, she's knocked down. Damn it. Now I am knocked down. What the... I knew some shit like this was going to happen. These bears hit like a truck, and I don't have Wendala and I cannot use Wendala if I want to loot those juicy chests. Alright. Alright, that should do it. So as I was mentioning, 30th anniversary of PlayStation. There's a special boot animation on your PS5. If you have those, if you have one, I honestly don't, because I think they've abandoned the strategy of releasing exclusive games, but they have a cool animation that I've seen. So if I had to say, I would say that my favorite is the PS3, but I know that for a lot of people it will be the PS2. In the case of the PS1, as I've said, I think the 3D graphics, amazing console. Amazing console is the one I grew up with. People, it's actually my generation. My debut generation would be the 5th generation. And I love Spyro the Dragon, Crash Bandicoot, Medieval, and many more obscure ones like The Adventures of Lomax, Alundra. You need to play Alundra. It's like Zelda. The PS1 has an amazing library, but I think that graphics were not. They feel like they're prototypes, compared to the 6th generation. They need to be much more refined. All right, here we go. Second chest. The last one had a pretty good piece of gear. So let's see if we move it for Grim. Move it, everyone, get out of there. So I wanted to do this because, as you can see, skipping these chests can cause you to lose some amazing loot. There we go. Is there a trap? Yeah, there's a trap. Oh, look at that. Well, that's a lot of money. I know it doesn't look like it, but that's a lot of money. Those 5 weapons. So I think there are no more chests. I needed to loot those 2 before we finish our second pilgrimage here at the Dark Forest. So let's go back for Gwendala. I think those were the chests that I need to loot, pretty much. I think there was another one over at Dark Forest Manor. So let's loot those. Let's loot those. And go back for Gwendala and finish our second pilgrimage for the Dragon God of Aventuria. As I was mentioning, people, the 30th anniversary of PlayStation happened during the weekend, basically, the launch of the first PlayStation. And basically, as I said, even if the 5th generation was my debut generation, I would say that the ones that I enjoyed the most were the PS2 and the PS3, especially the PS3. Even if I was already, I think I was 16 or 18 more or less, and I enjoyed even more than the PS2, which is the one that I definitely spent the most time playing. But the jump from the PS2 to the PS3 after absorbing all of the improvements of the Xbox 360 in terms of graphics was amazing. Also, the library of the PS3 has even more unreleased exclusives than the PS2, believe it or not. At least AAA. It's true that the PS2 has more AA exclusives that are unreleased on other platforms, but in terms of AAA exclusives, I think the PS3 beats the PS2, which is a weird scenario because the PS2 library is absolutely massive compared to the PS3. The PS3 is more about quality over quantity, which I think it's better. I think it's better. I would choose the PS3 because it has over 50 exclusives. Like the PS2 has seen a lot of re-releases. Um, but yeah, definitely massive. Um, in the case of the PS2, just as I mentioned with the PS1 about the adventures of Lomax and Medieval and Spyro Dragon and Crash Bandicoot and all of those in the on the PS2 uh, we have the Ratchet and Clank trilogy, but then the PS3 has more Ratchet and Clank games than the PS2, which is crazy. That's like Cooper trilogy, then the Jack and Daxter, they were all re-released as HD trilogies, so you also have them on the PS3, very improved for modern TV screens. But not only that, um, there we go. Not only that, but the PS3 has a lot of the PlayStation 3 has a lot of, let's say, AAA forgotten exclusives, like for example Puppeteer, Folklore, um, Untold Legends, Dark Kingdom. It's true that the PS2 has Champions of Norath, which the PS3 doesn't, but well, Champions of Norath 1 and 2. But as for the rest, for example, Little Big Planet 1, 2, and 3, that alone, they are like Mario Maker games. So that one is a huge factor for me. You also have God of War 3. The PS2 doesn't have God of War 3. Um, so yeah, in that sense, my favorite is the PS3 because I think it has the largest amount of exclusives. Not only that, in case you know people, the PS3, the GPU called the Reality Synthesizer, the GSX, um, was very special back in the day. It was more powerful than a PC. It was definitely more powerful than a PC. It was the only generation in which consoles were kind of like a tiny bit ahead of 99% of GPUs. During the 6th generation, Well, yeah, you could have it, but the configuring and all of those things, it was a mess. Like, I had, well, yeah, I always had a PC besides the consoles that I'm mentioning to you. I first had kind of like Windows 98, then I went to XP. I skipped Windows 2000, I guess. 98, then XP, and uh, and then Vista, of course, Windows Vista. No, I think I had Vista straight up, that I skipped XP, sadly. Was it? Yeah, it was Vista. It was Vista, and then Windows 7, and then yeah, I've had four PCs, and the last one I had back in 2012, it was pretty respectable, pretty respectable. I was using a 960, and 960 was more powerful than a PS4, uh, with Windows 7, and I pretty much ripped the hard drive out of that one and transferred it to the one that I'm using right now. So yes, in case you're wondering, I have backups of my current build, but my hard drive is kind of like a brain that has been has been transplanted from my previous PC from 2012. 2012, from 2012. I was using, could it be? Was 2012 or 2014? No, I think 2014. 2014. Could it be? No, I got the PC in 2012 and then I added the 960 in 2014. So, yeah, the 960 I still have it. I have it there. I have it immaculate. I want to do a mini ITX with it, or well, I have two 3080s, on my PC. Maybe I can transfer one to another mini ITX and have like carry it with me. Um, so yeah, basically there was a chest here, if I remember correctly. Back there, could it be? Could it be? My memory serving me right from last week. I didn't check. I should have done that, people. Sorry, I have no time. I know. No, I must have been crazy. Then was it inside of the kitchen or some shit like that? Could it be? Could it be? Could it be? Could it be? Could it be that there was one more chest here couldn't that I couldn't unlock? If there's none, then we are getting out of here and we are getting Wendala. Well, I think even so, I think the best chest I've already got the contents from it. Here? Could be? Yeah, look at that. My memory. I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad with my memory. I'm not that bad. I remember that there was one more that I had to deal with. Okay, let's do that. Well, it could even fail, even with the highest score. 100 all bread roll. I wonder what that does. Only the pigeons would eat it. Well, I don't know what that may be, but that's loot, and loot is always good. Give all of those to Forgrim. What is that one? Broadsword. Okay, there we go. Hope they sell for something. Okay, that one was a bit, I don't want to say disturbing, but intriguing. A bit intriguing because what's the where do you sell that stuff? So as I was mentioning, I had those four PCs. My current one is it's a double 3080 with very good specs, with an Asus Z or C. Don't worry, this happens. It automatically enters the kitchen when you do this. It happened to me last time. A C370E, which has Bluetooth and surround sound, so I'm very pleased with it. I don't have SSDs. I still use the old hard drives. They don't seem to be a problem. for me, but I already have the an a SATA, not an NVMe, a SATA SSD to put into the motherboard, to install to the motherboard. So that's the last part that I need to upgrade. I left it for last. But as for the rest, I have I highly recommend EVGA's power supplies. Very very good. I'm using the Gold 850. Is quite amazing. It's holding. It's enough to supply power to two 3080s. So yep, pretty much. There we go. Let me ensure that we don't get over there again. So yeah, basically I've had those four PCs, but in terms of consoles, in terms of PlayStation consoles, first I had. I'll tell you my history, people. The First I had the Windows 98 PC that I told you. Then of course the Windows Vista that I mentioned. The second PC, the third one Windows 7, and that one I extracted the HDD, the hard drive, and with that one I did this one with Windows 10. So I had those four PCs, but when I had the original PC with Windows 98, I also had a PS1 and a Game Boy. Basically, those were my first consoles. First a Game Boy, Color that I still have over there, the translucent one, the purple translucent one. So in terms of the legacy of PlayStation that I wanted to mention, the 30th anniversary that was during the weekend. I grew up with during the fifth generation with the original PlayStation. I have a slim one, not the fat one. I have the slim one, and basically I played that one a lot, but not as much as the PS2. And going back, um, I like the seventh generation, the PS3, more than the PS2 and the PS1, though the PS2 is very, very close. It's a very close contest with the PS3. I would choose with the PS3, even if I know that the PS2 has more games. But in terms of exclusive games, AAA ones, the PS3 has more, especially first-party ones. As I've said, Little Big Planet series, it has a whole trilogy, and that's a huge heavy hitter. Like it's like a Mario Maker. That game it's like Mario Maker, way before Mario Maker. Though Mario Maker is the best always. But the Little Big Planet trilogy. There's another one called Little Big Planet Karting and Mod Nation Racers that are also like Mario Kart combined with Mario Maker. I know it's weird nowadays to see those ideas. We don't have a lot of innovation nowadays. Like the only other game that I can think of that is like Mario Maker nowadays, it's Hatch Tales, which was originally Chicken Wiggle on the 3DS. But not a lot of them have that kind of like tool of level editing. Well, the Little Big Planet trilogy on the PS3 had that. That's a huge uh, AAA game that I would say it's defining as for me liking the seventh generation, the PS3 more than the PS2. Little Big Planet Karting the same, you could design your own track and everything, and the same goes for Mod Nation Racers, which was the original. So because of those, there's another one, for example, that doesn't have a level editor, but it's amazing, very unknown, called Puppeteer. Another one called Folklore. They are all amazing, very obscure PS3 games that are actually AAAs. They have amazing graphics, they have amazing gameplay, and not a lot of people talk about them. The library of the PS2 of the sixth generation is massive, much bigger than the PS3, for sure, more than the seventh generation. But I think the seventh generation, first of all, even if it wasn't my debut generation, let's say the one that I grew up with, it has a perfect balance of gameplay and graphical improvements. Back in the day, as I was mentioning, the reality synthesizer Few people know this because most people talk about the processor, the cell processor of the PS3, basically the GPU. It was actually an APU. The PS3 had the CPU and the GPU combined, basically. So, but they were still, you could still tell which one it is. They were just fused together. But the cell CPU, everyone talks about it, but no one talks about the reality synthesizer of the PS3, the GPU, which is amazing, absolutely amazing. It was more powerful than my uh, than my second PC, which would be the equivalent one. The equivalent. I was using a Radeon 78,000 or some shit. No, not 78,000. No, no. 7,000, 6,000, some shit like that. And it was terrible. It was terrible. It worked, but still, it worked, but still, it wasn't very, very good. It was kind of like a pre-build. I didn't know how to build a PC back then. I was way too young. I was kind of like 12 or 13, I believe, 13. Let's go, Wendala. Let's begin. Now that we've looted that stuff. Ah, we got those leather... Hang on a second, because I think she didn't have any leather... grapes? Ah, yeah, she had. Yeah, it wasn't that stupid. Okay, so... Good. Just the studied leather grapes. Okay. So, I had those, and basically... The reality synthesizer of the PS3, the jump from my Radeon card was insane. Then I learned that Nvidia was the best, and the next one I got was my a 650. I got a 650, another pre-build with a 650 and Windows 7. And then I got kind of like, I replaced the 650 with a 960. With an Nvidia 960, and that one was kind of like, it was better than the PS3, it was better than the PS4, it was a huge jump, and brutal. And then from the 960 I went straight up for the 3080 and my new PC. That I wasn't a pre-build, I built it myself. I was already instead of 13, I was kind of like, I was 20. I think I was 20, and yeah, I was 20, and I built it myself then, and I made a beast. So yeah, pretty much. I created a beast with two 3080s, then I bought a second one. Avoid. You cannot avoid it. Well, no matter. So, good. And in that period of time, I had the PS1, PS2, then, not counting the portables. I had the Game Boy Color, the Game Boy Advance, then a 3DS, and then my new 3DS. But basically, it was that. Don't tell me I think it's bugged. Well, look at that. This is kind of like a random scenario. You can be intercepted. Who's attacking? Ah, that thing. What's that? Ogre. Helpful paw. Should be able to deal with it. At least it'll give me some experience. Where's one? Wendala, what are you doing? Where are you engaging? Blam Blam Heavy Arm. Ah, it has area of effect knockdown. Interesting. So yeah, basically, I ended up, of course, besides the PC and everything, I ended up liking the 7th generation much more. I ended up liking the 7th generation much more. God damn it, get out of there. Go ahead, helpful pull. Damn it, that thing has a pretty high armor. So yeah, basically, that in terms of home consoles, PS1, PS2, then the Wii, then the Nintendo Wii, then the PS3, in a very, very close contest with the Xbox 360, and then I got an Xbox 360. Kind of like, it was my last console, my last home console. I wanted to complete the 7th generation. So, yep, basically that was my journey. I miss not having a Super Nintendo. I have a Super Nintendo, but it's a Chinese clone. Then that I got, and I got a Genesis, of course. That I didn't play a lot. I just played Sonic and Outrun, basically. So yeah, that's basically the idea. That's basically the idea. I always leaned towards PC, always, and of course the Game Boy Color. Then I got the Game Boy Advance. I played a lot. My biggest library, well, my biggest physical library, um, original, it's the Game Boy Advance, because then the other ones were all kind of like they used clone discs, kind of like copies that were sold publicly all over the place. With the PS1 and the PS2, piracy was kind of like you couldn't get original games. I remember that I couldn't get original games back then. Like, they didn't exist. They were all kind of like already sold with the chip, inside of it. So yeah, pretty much. In the case of the PS3, it's different. It's kind of like software modded. Up until the Wii, where they were all kind of like physically modded, they would solder a chip or some shit like that. So yep, basically that's the idea. And yeah, basically that. And then I got the PS3, and I never got the PS4. I created my current PC. I built my current PC. So not created, built. I built my current PC, and basically that's my history with PlayStation. But definitely my favorite one is the PS3. I think it has the best menu. I think it has the best interface, and the second one would be the PS Vita. The PS Vita, without a doubt. I think the best. I think Sony was at its peak with. Was it? I think it was Jack Tretton, the the one in charge of the PS3 and the PS Vita. And then they got the problem of mobiles taking over everything. So yeah, pretty much they got the problem of mobiles. I love how the Nintendo Switch finally debunked the myth that the 3DS had already debunked, but well, the Switch was more popular than that mobiles were going to destroy consoles. Do you remember that period of time, 2012, 2013, when they said that? This might sound stupid right now, because fortunately it has changed, but back in 2012 back in 2012 to 2013, everyone was convinced that mobiles had already killed the possibility of portable handhelds, like 100%. 100%. Like everyone thought that the 3DS and the PS Vita were the end of portable consoles. But well, once again, Nintendo saved the industry, just like they did with the NES. In terms of the home consoles, they saved portable gaming with the Switch. I still believe the 3DS is better than the Switch, but without a doubt, the Switch was the savior. The Nintendo Switch was a savior of portable gaming, and now Sony says that they are going to do another portable handheld. After what they did with the PS Vita, the PS Vita is amazing. Huh? I have the Ultimate PS Vita showcase I have to upload it, and it's absolutely amazing. All right, people. It's been 50 minutes. It took me to kind of like explore the whole forest. One can definitely say that in this game, exploring is very realistic because it's very slow. So let's do a bit of a recap. We have decided to side with the Inquisition. We've already killed the 3 witches that were corrupting the forest. I've already explored the whole place, the whole Dark Forest and the Blood Mountains. We need to get entrance to the Blood Mountains because there's a magical barrier there that prevents us from getting the scrolls or the books that we need for our to finish our second pilgrimage, which is the main story of the game, which involves getting that object for the dragon god of Aventuria. Alright, that has sent us in this pilgrimage to be the heroes. The Inquisition, if you remember correctly, some streams ago, we were chasing a criminal and they intervened and we couldn't keep chasing the criminal because of them. They are kind of like the local authority over at Ferdok. So they are here, and I've already explored the whole forest. We've done all of the side quests. We did the side quests last time. So yeah, this is basically the ending and the main story of the main story.
What do you want from the Grand Inquisitor?
I must speak to the Lord Grand Inquisitor about the witches. I had to earn the trust of the Inquisition by killing the witches. Yes, Michelle, what do you have to report? Your Eminence, the witches are all dead. Outstanding, Eraser, absolutely outstanding. The light of righteousness has been done a great service. You are a true ray of light. Take these gifts as a token of appreciation from the Holy Inquisition, and yet that disgraceful piece of witchcraft continues to persist. As long as the deal was that I would earn their trust and they would help me lift the barrier of the dark witch's energy or whatever the barrier continues to persist. They are convinced that it was witchcraft, but we don't know for sure. We still don't know. The Inquisition was convinced, but we don't know. As long as head witch Hadruna remains undefeated, the protective shield will shine forth as a symbol of her demonic pact. Okay. We've killed 4 people for you, Your Eminence, the VANYA. I'm beginning to ask myself what part you plan to play in the destruction of the magic shield. Yes, of course. You are making demands from me, the Grand Inquisitor of the Church of the Light. Guard your tongue, Eraser, or it will be forfeit. Go to the witch's dancing place, summon the head witch Hadruna, and kill her. Once you've done that, you should be worthy of my help. How do you think that'll work? Barina told me you confiscating some kind of artifact from the witches. Is that true? Just these owl skulls, Your Eminence. Which artifacts are often not immediately recognizable as such. Owl skulls. You say? That sounds promising. Go to the witch's dancing place and find a way to summon Hadruna. If you succeed, kill the demon consort that will clear the way into the ruins for us, for all of us. Then we will kill Hadruna and put an end to this whole episode. Priors, greet you, your enemies. Okay, well, looks like there is no point because it has to be the source of the problem. So, which is Dancing Grounds? It's way too big to miss it. So, let's do that. Let me reactivate my buffs. It's an old school RPG, you have to do it. You have to do that. Eagle Eye for you, and Helpful Paw. Have the summons up. We need to get through the forest. All the way up there. Let's do it. So yeah, as I was mentioning, it's the 30th anniversary of PlayStation. It was during the weekend. 30 years of the original. You can have different boots animations. As I've said, I wouldn't say my relationship with PlayStation because that would be weird as it's an object. But I would say, yeah, my history, my history with the brand goes up until the third one, up until the PS3. Because I think that after Jack Tretton, as I've said, I think the best one, the best CEO that the PlayStation brand had, besides Kaz Hirai, of course, who was a genius. Besides Kaz Hirai, I think Kaz Hirai was kind of like the equivalent of Miyamoto for PlayStation. The one that had the best modern, let's say, policies, more Western policies, was Jack Tretton, without a doubt. With the PS3 and the PS Vita. Of course, Kaz Hirai created the legacy with the original and the PS2. But in terms of Western leadership, I think the best one was Jack Tretton. I think Jim Ryan, Herman Holst, Sean Lydon, the three of them were an absolute failure after the PS3. So definitely, I think the seventh generation, despite having a rough start, by the end of it, the library was much better. With the PS3, we are talking about easily more than 50 AAA exclusives. The PS2 has many more games and a lot of exclusives, but in terms of AAA exclusives, I think the PS3 has more, especially first party, like Resistance. We need to count Resistance, a whole trilogy, so times 3. Killzone 2 and 3. God of War 3 and Ascension. A lot of people underestimate Ascension. And you have all of the HD PS2 collections, so you have all of the PS2. On top of that, as I've said, Little Big Planet, a whole trilogy, plus Big Planet Karting, that would be 4. Resistance, a whole trilogy exclusive to the PS3. So we're talking about exclusive trilogies at that point. How do you enter the which is Dancing Grounds? I think we have to enter through the northern section of the forest. Could it be? I remember going over there, so there has to be an entrance over here. It was just some 2-3 streams ago when we got to the dark forest. Oh. Bear attack. Remember, people, if it's brown, if it's black, fight back. If it's brown, play dead. If it's white, run away because you are dead. Those ones, kind of like the Arctic, the polar bears that dwell in the Arctic, they are starving, so they'll kill you even if you play dead. Honestly, I shouldn't be doing it. It's a joke, people. It's a real rule that I've heard, but I'm not qualified to speak before, here we don't have bears in South America. We have sloths. instead of koalas. But no, we don't have bears. So yeah, very very safe down here. So yeah. As I was mentioning in terms of the legacy of PlayStation, that it was the 30th anniversary this weekend. They killed the salmon, right? There we go. Pretty much, my debut generation was the 5th generation with the original. I think we all agree that that you have to apply. I highly recommend you apply times 6 and XBRZ filter to the internal resolution if you're playing on emulator, because otherwise I think we all agree that the PS1 has aged the worst, the worst in terms of graphics compared to the PS2 and the PS3. The PS2, well, you still need a converter, kind of like to turn the analog signal. Remember the audio and video cables? Damn it, we are old people. We are old at this point. Or technology has evolved. We are not old, but technology has evolved so fast that we feel like that. The audio and video cables, the white, the red, and the yellow one, those three to HD and with a retro tink or something like that they are very expensive. But the PS3, for example, will scale very good to any HD TV. Not only 720p but also 1080p or even 4K. They look very very good. PS3 games. So in that sense, it has both technologies. The Slim, the original model, the fat one, not the Slim. The Slim, yeah, it does. Yeah, the Slim, I think you can still, yeah, you can still use audio and video signal. But basically, the idea is that I think this is the entrance, huh? I think this is the entrance. Good. Get ready. Boss fight to finally unlock the rest. Let me reactivate the buffs. So yes, basically, it has a lot of exclusive trilogies. There are more obscure ones. For example, I mean, I don't remember. I need to get a capture card so I can show you my consoles. Um, Another great one, for example, Dante's Inferno. Dante's Inferno. And basically, with the PS3, you have a lot of HD collections. And those HD collections have been even re-released for PC and modern consoles. So I even don't think that the PS2 has been left with a lot of AAA exclusives from back in the day with the scope and ambition of the ones of the PS3. So yeah, pretty much. Let me save just in case. I think I applied all of the buffs. There we go. So yeah, the PS3 is absolutely majestic. It's absolutely incredible. And after that, I went full PC. There was no more point. What do we do with the owl skull? With the owl skulls. We touch this. Ah, right. We have to do that, I guess. There was already one over there. Um, Let me reactivate the buffs because with all of this shit, I basically an amazing journey. The most consoles that I have are PlayStation because basically with when I got a Wii, I actually wanted a GameCube because when I heard that the Wii actually is a GameCube inside of it, it has backwards compatibility, then I was set because I had my Game Boy Color, my Game Boy Advance, my 3DS, and then I had the Wii. And with the Wii, I had a GameCube, so I played GameCube and Wii, GameCube and Wii, GameCube and Wii, and then PS3 and PS2. Yeah, let me guess, you hate the Inquisitors and whatever, you don't look very presentable yourself. Oh well, anyways, let's not judge by appearances, because I'm also very, very wary of the intentions of the Inquisition. Power, what do you mean by that, witch? Do not dare lie to me. Lies will plunge you into disaster, witch mother. You'd better be off worrying about your depraved master.
Lies, Hyduna. Nothing but lies from a dying evildoer. The light of Preyas will purify you.
You are no follower of Preyas. You are the spawn of evil.
Interesting.
Now reveal your true form.
Aha! Oh, I will have the pleasure of killing Inquisitor Damania as well. Alrighty. Maybe she's not dead. Oh well, we'll see. Okay, so the Inquisitor was an evil lizard man? No matter. Dragon cultist. I'll have the pleasure of killing you all myself. Uh-huh. Eraser, you got it all wrong. You helped the Inquisitors. Yeah, I don't think that helping the witches would have caused any more balance to this place. So, yeah, pretty much. So, pretty much. Well, better yet, we got to kill everyone. That's very positive. Like the witches were kidnapping people from the camp, so I wouldn't say they were kind of like saints either.
Let me do that. Drink blood, my sword.
There we go, there we go, there we go. Incredible. Come on, distribute yourselves. Why is that one not dead? Forgrim must have missed an attack. This one has Plum Bum Barm applied to it, right? No. Wendala. Plum Bum Heavy Arm. And I'll go for Lightning Finja. That'll decrease the damage it can deal. Forgrim, can you please kill that imbecile there? That isolated imbecile there? Let's do that. As I burn this guy. Let's go. Let's burn that guy. I shouldn't use Mighty Blow because that'll decrease my, remember, defensive style. I don't know why it says defensive. Defensive style reduces my stamina, my endurance, sorry, my endurance at the cost of having a higher chance of evading attacks. Come on, Forgrim. There we go. See, it wasn't that difficult. You killed the salmon, right? Oh, Inquisitor da VANYA, it has been... It will be my pleasure finally killing you. I was suspicious, but still, the witches weren't kind of like the saints in this story either. So yeah. Go aim shot. I think we are very, very powerful by now. Can you knock that thing down? Alright, so Inquisitor da VANYA was an evil monster. I love how in this game they always love demonizing any The Inquisitors. Always. Finally. We've already talked about the Inquisition last time. How it was completely demonized. Oh. In real history. Wow. A real dragon, would you look at that? Would you look at that? Ah, you're alive.
destroyed us all, and alive in the forest as well. What's to become of the humans here now? Who's going to accompany them? Who will be there to guide them in childbirth, in sickness, and on their deathbed?
Yeah, this would be a very appropriate moment to highlight that the forest was, you know, kidnapped. Well, not kidnapped. You can't kidnap a forest. It was kind of like usurped. Yeah, usurped, we could say, by bandits that were asking for tolls and witches that were kidnapping people, like the farmer that we saw last time. So it wasn't precisely civilized, but well, the rest of the Inquisition, I guess that they are not lizard men, will be able to civilize this place, I guess. Now go into those damned ruins and get your precious book, Filthwort. what what happened today makes me fear for Aventuria's future. Let's hope that that scrap of paper for which you were prepared to spill innocent blood was really worth it. Yeah, they were not precisely innocent. Face the vermin who deceived you. Go and try to make amends for your mistake. It will be very, very good to kill a dragon. Grand Inquisitor VANYA. Well, but I killed him. Oh, that's right. That was easy. That was easy. And this was easy. Alright, so... here. Let me loot over here. There we go. We are performing very, very well in terms of our combat prowess. What did you say, people? There we go. So we can finally get the scroll. I wonder if the Inquisitor Wayna, was it Wayna or Vayna, her name? I don't think she agrees with this shit, huh? I don't think she agrees with this shit. There we go. You. See, not all of the Inquisitors were kind of like criminals. Weren't Lisa?
We were such fools, allowing ourselves to be tricked like that by a
See?
monster.
Not all of them.
Give me strength, O Praeus.
Now what? I become the leader of the Inquisition. Where's Varina? Her fate lies in the hands of the King of the Gods. She trusted the false Grand Inquisitor blindly. She could not bear the thought that she had been made an instrument of sacrilege and took her own life to escape the pain. Oh. See, I told ya, she was kind of like very devout of her cause. Well, I mean, she she could have helped me, but well. What will you do now? What will you do now? All I can do now is remedy as much as possible of the damage that has been done and continue what's left of the Sun Crusade here. See? There was a decent leader among all of these. It was a small group. We must also try to bring that masked creature's mischief to light and discover where the real Grand Inquisitor is. Lord Praeus, give me... that wasn't the real Inquisitor. So Inquisitor VANYA is still alive. Or maybe the real Grand Inquisitor, whoever that may be. Do not grieve. The creature fooled us all, and you are not to blame. He just said Dantana's absolute disgrace. I did to lie even to us. We followed him blindly into the Sun Crusade. And where's the real Grand Inquisitor then? We turn into henchmen of his without you in the signage. Prevent to run truth. Okay. Benric, could you spare a few railights to fight their way into the ruin? I thought you would ask that. I've sent a couple of warriors to the path to the ruins. They have been ordered to accompany you by the entrance and then return. Okay. From the storeroom. Of course, speak to the quartermaster. Alright, now we rule. Not we rule. We run this place. Now we run this place. Okay. Can we become High Inquisitor now? We were tricked by a...
Tricked by a blasted shapeshifter. I still can't believe it.
No matter. What became of the squire? Ah, we let him go. He's not really guilty of anything after all. Good. Don't fret, he fooled us all. See, they released him. Good. Good. Even so, you think you're doing the gods' bidding, and then discover you've been giving the runaround. I can win to get this card first, and this will ever happen. Well, now I can buy stuff.
Do you need something from the storehouse?
Hey, yes, finally. Oh, what's that? Chainmail leggings. Oh. 20 ducats. That's a lot. But it's very good gear. Let me see. 3 and 3. And this one? 1 and 1. Could it be that my tank is using leather pants? Could it be? Yes. Yes, he is. Rulana is as well. Both of my tanks don't have steel or chainmail pants. So interesting. Warina's hammer. I wasn't expecting that. Like, taking her own life. That's never the solution, people. That's never the solution. See, now we've lost a potential ally. We've lost a potential ally. Alright, so the chainmail leggings. Sadly, they only have one. Storm cap. Leather doublet. Do you have that one? Yeah, leather doublet. Leather helm. 3. Good. Look at that. Leather helm. Morion. Is this steel? Is this steel or chain? Chainmail gloves, heavy leather gloves. Good, good, good. See, they wouldn't sell shit to me. Wow. Hey, chainmail leggings, good. See, they wouldn't sell shit to me had I sided with the witches. So good. It's always good. These ones 2, 1. Yes, yes indeed. Ah, but they occupy two slots. Damn it. Shit. They occupy 2 slots. Better than this for you. Good. These ones still occupy 2 slots. Damn it. Oof. This is 1 and yeah, better. You cannot cast a spells with this, right? Ah, yeah, you can. Look at that, 2, 2, 2, and this one is 3. No, this one is still better. No, but there was another one. This one, leather helm, good. And this one, 2. It's 1 more. Okay, okay, we are getting some upgrades here. The chainmail glows. 3, and this one is no 3, and the plus the globes. Oh. What about Forgrim? What about Forgrim? Yes, in the case of Forgrim, yes. Chainmail leggings, and some chainmail leggings for Rulana. Where did I leave them? Yeah. Amazing. Brutal. Good. Good, good, good. Chest 4? Belly 4? Alright. 7. Ah, because of fastness. Yeah. Damn it, it's difficult to come by, you know, individual globes that only take 1 slot. This one's 2 slots. Damn it. Yeah, in the case of Rulana, I wonder if... Can you equip this and still cast spells? No. Not at all. Heavy leather, still very good. Good. Not bad at all. This one is an upgrade. No, still, the leather doublet still beats pretty much everything, if you ask me. I need to do a transition from my current weapon. Something with I need to transition to a shield and single-handed weapon. I'll be much more efficient in combat, and pretty much the stuff here that doesn't provide a lot of damage, like at all. I need to do that transition. Rober's key. What's this? Hammer the robbers. We also got that. Okay, and we have no slot for the shoulders. For shoulder armor, like this will prevent me from having any spells. There was another thing that we looted from the boss. Some very special stuff. Wood glue, no. Humbert's wanted poster, really. Wanted by Baron of Dark Forest, whatever. What did we loot from the boss? Barbute Helm, 3-1. Pretty much. We looted some shit by... Some shit there. No. What was it? Yeah, I need to rewatch my own stream. See? This is the good part of streaming. You can see your own when you forget about looting some shit. Grips of Fire? This one. Arm Grips of Fire. Alright, it's kind of like a quest item. Right. These ones. 2 Dexterity bonus. They can only be used by the main character, I suppose. But they provide 2 armor and 1 point of dexterity. No, but this is 2 plus 1. No, that's 3. That's 1 more point of armor. I'm not giving up on those, just for 1 more point of dexterity. It's a quest item though, this one. I cannot... No, the rest of the characters cannot equip them. And we can use a second ring. Do we have any other ring? Ring of Life. No. No, pretty much we haven't looted any other ring. This one? Agility and Dexterity. Alright, yeah. She needs it more than I do. Okay, we need to make to do a transition. We need to do a transition to another weapon mastery before we proceed, because this this Balonian stuff doesn't provide any other boost. I mean, besides we already have a staff mastery. Here, I'll leave it there. And here I can use a shield, and I can have, in terms of combat abilities, I can have, besides the staves, this one should be at the maximum. There we go. Well, not at the maximum. If I'll use another one. Swords, I can use sabers, but it's the same that Rulana is using. Fencing weapons, no. Daggers and maces. Thorgrim is already using them. One-handed swords, I cannot increase them. I can go for crossbow, no. Throwing weapons, no. Staves, and I can go for, well, but this will give me a lot of versatility because I'll be able to switch between sword and shield and the staff. Sabers, it is then. These weapons are used primarily for slashing and rarely for piercing. Unlike swords, they usually have only a single-edged blade. And then I can equip Rulana with blades, right?
Listen up, everyone.
With swords. Sorry. No, she cannot. She cannot use swords. Hey, not a lot of characters can use swords. In fact, none.
For Amazon Pride.
This one? No. Oh. Axes and maces. Yeah, pretty much. Well, I could transition Rulana to spears and leave myself as a saber user. What about spears? Sure, is attached to both thrusting and piercing. It includes all types of pikes, halberds, and spears, in combination with shields. I don't like that because I want her to be a tank. Like, I don't need a two-handed melee attacker. I need two tanks. Fencing weapons, well, we should be able to replicate. She can use a bow, look at that. She can also transition to ranged. Yeah, but that I would lose a tank. No, that would be stupid. No, let's keep her at sabers. Let's keep her at sabers and let's switch that to parry. Let's switch her to parry, like that will ensure that she'll evade more attacks than the amount of attacks that she'll land. Anyway, she has more base attack. Hang on a second. Sorry, I had to I had to sneeze there. Okay. My bad. All right. Yeah, basically she has kind of like more probability of actually landing the attack rather than evading. So like this, you can distribute her to be more evasive than more accurate at dealing the parry chance. Okay, okay. Like that she'll be more of a tank. Like that she'll be more of a tank. The same will go for Forgrim. Ah, but I already distributed. Alright, so Forgrim will be a bit more balanced. Don't worry, I'll fix that later. The problem is with my main character. So here I need to somehow get proficiency with. I already have staves. In the case of staves, I'll go for full damage. Because basically, I mean, I don't need to parry a lot. Like, that'll give me the... That'll give me accuracy. Well, I don't know. No, I still need to go for... No, we should go for defensive. So it acts like a shield. Yeah. So it acts like a shield because anyways I have spells. Yeah. And then I could use a mace though. I could use an axe. One-handed axes, hammers, and maces, which do damage primarily through weighty impact. Also, weapons are particularly well suited for crushing armor and breaking bones. Length of such weapons is around 1 pace. The maximum whatever the other is 200. We'll go for maces. They're at maximum. We'll leave it like that. And I can go for more of melee. I can go for more accuracy or more evasion, more parry. I'll go for more damage. I'll go for full damage because I already have 2 tanks that will go for defensive. So it'll be more difficult for me to parry. But I'll have a second parry thanks to the shield anyways. So we'll go for that, and that will allow me to use a shield now. And the foreground give me a mace. Now. This is a two-handed one, right? Yeah, two-handed one. Of course. Give me your mace, Forgrim. It should be more powerful than my staff. In fact, you have a beta mace. You'll give me that one. You understand why I'm doing this, right, people? Because kind of like I've equipped my character to have to land more melee blows than my tanks. But still, I will be using. No, wait, no, because I'll be using spells most of the time. I'll be using spells now. It's better that he has the best mace. Though still, I'm the main character. Well, whatever. Give me that one. Just because I'm the main character. Main character syndrome. Protagonist syndrome. Yeah, there we have the other ones. Okay. Now I should spend some points on strength. Yeah, I have very low strength. Can I increase my strength kind of like this? I would have kind of like I would be a perfect hybrid. No, but I need to increase some other stats to I need to increase some other stats, but well, like this I'll be able to hit decently, I guess. I would be at a very decent amount of melee damage, but well. HP 1d plus 6, like mm, like you understand that now I would be pretty close to a hybrid. I would be a hybrid. Yeah, but I'm running out of astral energy way too fast. And what's the the regeneration pace? No, I think you cannot influence that at all. I think you cannot influence that at all. Wait. This one. Courage, intuition, and charisma. I need to increase some other stats. But well, well, first we'll do the abilities and then this, because I think we've already dealt with the main boss of this area. Let me just save for now. Let me just save. But well, I finally have a shield. Yeah. I wonder. Wait, do they have a kind of like steel or steel shields? Because my 2 tanks should be able to use them. Steel shields. Steel shields? No. No shields at all. Hey, Raven's Break, what's that? Its tapered hammerhead gives this weapon its name. And what does it make it so powerful? Alright, I need more strength to use other weapons, but it doesn't seem to be that much of a big deal. No, not at all. Steel knee plates, 2 and 2, and the ones that I'm using, what? 2 and 2, 2 and 2. Yeah, it's for players who didn't get proper loot. Long shard of chainmail is 442. That one is amazing. 442, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. No, not really. Ray of Light, Michal. I still can't believe the Inquisitor was a monster. I wanted to get away from here. The residents aren't responding well to us at all. Well, whatever. Yeah, after that problem, it was evident that was going to happen.
Yes, that's good. Thrust, parry, thrust. Keep it up. I've already heard that you killed the imposter.
Could you teach me some fighting moves? Good, we have a trainer. We have a trainer. Ah, look at that. Damn it. Oh, damn shit. Damn it, shit, I could train the sword. I feel stupid now. Damn. Damn. Oh shit. Let me load that. I had a trainer, people. Well, sorry, today's stream it will be... Damn it. I better bring some... Shit. Let me bring some... I'll bring some cookies with me. God damn it, I wasn't expecting that. God damn it. God damn it. Good. I haven't distributed the talents here yet.
Hold the sword straight. Straight, I said. Yes. Yes, like
Indeed.
I've already heard.
Yeah, we killed the imposter. I had never met this NPC previously. Teach me fighting. Teach me swords. Yeah, swords. So we have sabers, maces, and swords. So we cover all types of damage, I guess. Hmm. Mhm. There was a prerequisite for this one. Mm. Endurance 2. I hope I don't run out of experience points. Armor use, was it? But this one... I think it affects leather armor as well. It doesn't need to be steel or chainmail armor. Hmm. Good. These ones are the prerequisites. They already have them. I don't know what happened. We should be good to go, huh? No. Where's that sword? Broadsword? No. Two-handed. Single-handed. Amazing. Brutal. This is the one that I wanted. And now a shield. Like that. See, I'll have the benefits of the sword, the saber. There was a more detailed description. And now if I loot stuff, I'll have bow, sword, saber, and mace. That way, regardless of what I loot, I'll have a huge variety of weapons, so I'll make use of them. Hmm.
Leave that before Grim.
Mm-mm. 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 Considerable strength and endurance. What's the strength required for this shit? Offensive combat 2. Good. Replace that. Of course, the other ones need to learn this one as well. Before I forget. All of them. All of them, pretty much. Offensive combat 2, you will need it. Better learn it now. Defensive combat 2. Lunge. Oh, that one's new. I'll leave that one for last. Armor use 2. Yep. I was a bit underpowered for the previous fight. I think that speaks volumes of how good the rest of my build has been. Hmm. Hmm. We need the abilities. The warriors are way too... are way too simple otherwise. I'm spending all of my experience points, but well. Pretty much abilities first. I mean, I was fighting with outdated abilities. I'm pretty sure I was actually allowed to make use of this trainer previously. Oh, damn it. I will need this one as well. Ranged combat. Shield fighting, no. Armor use, no. No. Endurance 2. Aim the throw, power throw, no. Ah, no, this one needs a ranger trainer. No, it's not for you. It's kind of like a variation of the ranger. Hmm.
Yes, that's good. Thrust, parry, thrust. Keep it up.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. Lunge. Huh? Why didn't it replace it? Ah, because of its post or some shit like that. What? It should have replaced it. There we go, lunge. Ah, they have a very similar. My bad. They have a very similar uh, artwork there. That one, faint. Am I forgetting one of them? Offensive combat? No. Probably won't use it at all. Mm. Oh yeah, this one. Brilliant. Same goes for you. That lunge, I'll leave it there. Knockdown. Roundhouse. Faint and Stormblade and faint here. I don't know how to clear them. No. Cannot clear that one, so we'll replace it with this one. So I don't have duplicates. I hate having duplicates. And in my case, I should be able to learn some more. Ranged, defensive. These ones are passives. So we'll have a huge bonus to look at that vitality. We are at 44, 45, 50, damn it, Forgrim is a beast. No matter, but that's because of stats. Hmm. Hmm. Mm. Oh, yeah. Anyways, it's only 4 points, you'll see. Compare, this is deducted from the experience points. You see how it progressively increases. Oh well, I need to do that. Full accuracy. So I'm leaving myself a bit more open to not evade attacks. But it's good because this character is acting like a DPS, so good. This is a sword, right? Yeah, it's sword. Swords. Simple broadsword. Single-handed weapon. Magnificent. So we'll go for that. So we'll have swords, because there was a description about the sabers and that stuff. So Rulana is using a saber. Here, saber. No, but there was a description. No, where's the description, damn it? Am I stupid or what? Here. Let me see what there has to be a difference between swords and sabers. And then are designed for hacking and stabbing. Their crossguards also permit more sophisticated defensive moves. Hmm. See, the saber doesn't pierce. Unlike swords, they usually only have a single-edged blade with sharpened tip. Okay. Hmm. That way, I'll have both types of piercing and damage, and the other type of damage, whichever it may be. Slashing, and rarely for piercing. And the sword for hacking and stabbing. And then we have Forgrim to break bones with the mace. So Forgrim. There we go, and you'll be a bit more of a defensive there. To parry stuff. To parry attacks. Sorry, to parry stuff. Parry attacks. And Rulana, 13. Damn it. Damn it, she's a bit... This is not at the maximum capability. Damn it. Damn it, Rulana, you are a bit... She's lagging behind in terms of that. This one is easy. This one is pretty much required. So good. This is looking very, very good. Very, very good. Max 10. And now I am a very good tank, but is two-handed. Oh. Alright, I think I successfully made the transition to warrior successfully with that. So I'll distribute the rest of my points on my spells, pretty much. We'll go for Ignifox's Burst of Flame. Because honestly, I thought I was going to need... Ah, yeah, I need more strength. No, I need to save my points for more strength. Because now I'm lacking strength. No matter. I have left everything ready to create a perfectly hybrid class. From now on, I just need more strength, and my hits will be even more powerful. Good, but look at that. We have Defensive Combat 2 now on all characters. Let me assign that. Before I forget, there we go, Defensive Combat 2. So perfect, we'll have that. On top of that, we have Fastness of Body, and now we have a shield. Remember, now that we have a shield, we'll have a second parry. So I have 2 parries, enhanced armor, and the attributes of a warrior, pretty much. So good. So now I just need to focus on strength for that character. So good. I think I did a very good hybrid class there. Okay. Let's finish this once and for all, people. Now that we've cleansed the forest of all of the monsters that were in it. Look at that. Besides, now I'll have much more versatility because I still retain my staff proficiency and I have sword proficiency. So I have staves and swords on my main character. We have sabers on Rulana, which, remember, they are not for hacking. They are not for hacking and stabbing. They are not used for piercing and stabbing. They are used for kind of like a different type of damage. It was slashing or something like that. Then I have ranged attacks with Wendala, a second healer as well, and then Forgrim has maces, which is blunt damage, basically. So I have all types of melee damage. I have a second parry on my main character. So we are much more resistant now. I'm all ears. Show me your wares, Brando. Remember, this guy was armor value 2. A magnificent staghorn helmet, an absolute must for fans of retro armor. Yeah, it's like a Skyrim. It has 2 points. No, but the one I have it's better. Ah, hairpins. We need those. Good. Give me those. 20 of those. And we have bandages and gold moon tea. Heavy fighting stuff. Yeah, I'm not going back to using a staff because I lose the possibility of using a shield, which is an extra parry, and that's a huge benefit. If I run out of mana, I'll be able to switch to being a warrior.
Do you understand? Stay close to us, so we can advance in a tight formation.
Alright, people, this is it. We've already helped the Inquisitors. The VANYA was a traitor, so we can finally finish our second pilgrimage. Now that the barrier has been lifted, a dragon escaped it. Ah, we have bandits there. Dragon cultists. Ah, these are the same as they are the henchmen of the VANYA. Alright, let's try our new abilities. Let's try that Stormblade, and here, Forgrim, try... Endurance Cons 21. Why is it that I cannot use it? Is there any reason why he cannot use that? Interesting. Well, go for Mighty Blow. You were doing very well. Let's go for Rain of Arrows. Kill that one immediately. Wendala won't have any problems. She deals a lot of damage. Let's test this new gear and skills. Let's see. I love it. They are dealing damage. Okay. Yeah. I don't think we'll need help with all of the improvements that I've applied to the gear and everything. I don't think we'll need that at all. In fact, I can simply just let them attacking, doing basic attacks, and I think it will be more than enough. Look at that, they are dying. They are dying. They are dying so fast. Hmm. Go ahead and annihilate them. I don't think I need to even cast the spells at this point.
Listen up, everyone. For Rondra.
That was a long shot there. Alright, everyone attack, attack. 20 and 22, look at that. Brutal. Brutal. Now we are fighting at our full potential. They are dying so fast I cannot even cast my spells. Alright, level up. Cultist dagger, there we go. Sorry people that I had to eat some cookies, but pretty much I didn't have a very huge lunch today. Today we need to talk about our respective countries' foods. You'll be surprised to just like we did the other day. Because I bet a lot of you don't eat schnitzel. Schnitzel, it's the international, let's say, name, and here it's very popular. I don't know how people survive without two things. Schnitzel, a schnitzel is kind of like, I showed it the other day. It's like the burger in America, kind of like not the food itself, the how used one is to it. It's kind of like a classic food here. Very delicious. And the other one is the beaded. I've heard that in other countries you guys don't use beadeds. That would be difficult to adapt, say, for any Italian or Spaniard. We are way too used to the beadeds in that sense. I think it's something that happens exclusively in Italy. Huh? It was an Italian creation. I wouldn't be able to live without a beaded. Well, I mean, I could, but it would take a period of adaptation without it. Like, I think it's the greatest invasion of Italy, that's for sure. Well, not the greatest, because the Roman Empire technically created everything, pretty much, but But yeah, in terms of products, I don't know, it would probably be that. Can't bear to look at any more trees. No, we'll do this. Attack the other guy. As I burn this one. Uh, accompany me. Follow me, Gwendala. Double shot. Dead, both of them. Ah, I couldn't even get to burn that guy. I mean, they are dying so fast. They are dying so freaking fast. I fear the game might be way too easy from now on. Well, I guess that's good news, always. That I'm mastering the game. Let me refresh my... I mean, that one is very fast. Very well. I don't think I needed any help at all. And there we go, the barrier has been dispelled. In case there's that crazy dragon comes back and we have to go up against it, I'll basically do that. Mm-hmm. Oh, 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 oh. More meat. More meat for the grinder. Oh, so suspicious. Now, question is, why are they here? Why were they trapped inside of the barrier? Attack, please. What was the point of that cinematic? They could have just ambushed me. I don't know exactly what's the point of that. Oh well. Alright, I am very confident that my new abilities will annihilate them very, very fast. Go ahead. Foreground, deal with that one. So we'll assign one. We'll fight individually, I guess. One dead. Two dead. Three dead. 20 points. I mean, I need to invest on some strength for that. Ah, it's a continuous assault. Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, I don't think that is going to work anytime soon. I don't think so. Everyone attack, except for me. I'll deal some magic damage, I guess. Ah, there's another guy over there. Then change of plans. Aim shot. The other one? Ah, it's this one. Okay. Dead. Let's see. Oof. Ah, look at that. The arrows can also inflict wounds. Anyone else? No one? We are way too good. Yeah, we are. Yes, we are. Indeed. You just let me keep looting so I recover the gold that I spent. And I become a millionaire, basically, in this game. We are already millionaires, I believe. Well, not because we had to spend... I had to spend a lot of money on my training there, but well, no matter. Here, let me see something. Oh, look at that. Where was it? Yeah, strength. There. Oh. 380. Okay. Yep. That's not going to work. Alright. We'll need a bit of experience to finally increase our base attack damage there. Okay. Okay, alrighty. So we got here. Loot, keep looting, keep looting, keep looting. Alright, no, I'm not going to spend arrows to destroy barrels. That would be very, very stupid. Wargame, you take the lead. I know, Rulana, you take the lead so you can loot the supplies. There we go. There we go. Golden leaf. Brilliant. Nothing of interest so far. Bandages. Hey, what a view. The sky doesn't move though. Does it? No, it doesn't. The trees do though. Look at this. Some of them. Well, would you look at that? Ah, great, it's not a chest. Good. Arrows. Yeah. Amazing view, huh? See, this is something that I talked about in the technical category of the analysis. See how amazing this technique that they used back in the day in games from the early 2000s and late 2000s. This is actually a 2D background up until this layer, and then this is 3D terrain. Kind of like very well executed 3D terrain. You can perfectly see kind of like the difference. 2D background and then 3D background. I love that technique. That technique that is still being used nowadays. But back then it was much better. How seamless the transition is. The Witcher 3, for example, is the best at doing this. As an example of a modern game doing it right. But see, for example, look at this. See how perfectly calculated all of the layers are. It's absolutely amazing. Alright, where's that book? That so-called book that we are looking for. There we go. Ah, nothing. It's a dead end. I've seen a lot of games in which, for example, that transition is not done correctly, and I've criticized them. For example, just so you have a reference. For example, in the Lord of the Rings, War in the North is very well done. It's very, very well done. Fortunately, that has significantly improved, that's for sure. Okay, let me... This one, and that one. I exploded out of nowhere. That was a bit of a bug, I guess. Unpolished bug. Then we explore this place after all. We killed the boss, the story boss of this zone. Kind of like without upgraded passive abilities. Like half shoes? Oh. Let's move it. Hey, that's a nice trick. Oh, look at that. Speak. Damn it, no.
I'll take care of that. Barandra.
Damn it. I hate it when this happens when I actually don't have my buffs up and they attack me. No, don't do that. Cast your spell and... No. Yeah, definitely the next. There are some attacks that are kind of like 20 points, 20 points of damage altogether. Like that's basically a 2-hit kill, if I'm not mistaken. Because most of us have 40 points of life. 40 hit points basically. It's a standard in this game. Anything above that is kind of like a tank. Anything below that is kind of like a DPS. 40, 45, Some shit like that. Oh. Ruins. Finally. We are here. Finally we are here, people. Finally we are here. Oh, looks like it'll be a dungeon. Yeah, 30 experience points. Stolen knowledge. Can finally finish my pilgrimage. Yes. Hey, this isn't this this is a rehash of the rat dungeon. Oh, this is a bit of a recycling here.
Many secrets and dangers, but if we're quiet, we might be able to go around them. Let's go carefully.
Yeah, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. They're going to enter and kill everything in sight.
Rondra does not love the sly and cunning.
Indeed. We'll follow the teachings of Rondra. In this case. Oh. Oh. Quite an amazing dungeon. This is definitely recycled though. From previous dungeons that we've done. Typical. It's a very usual technique. Very usual technique from the early 2000s, from early and late 2000s. Oh, what? A Hydra? A Medusa? What? Oh. Oh, this is the base of the cultists. A dragon? Insignia? Don't tell me they worship the dragon that escaped. What? What on earth? Let me reactivate my buffs. And get rid of these chumps. Magnificent. There we go. All of you.
This pagan idolatry.
Yeah. Like a shadow failed? My arse. You're all dead. Forget about that. I'm not here to play a stealth game. If I wanted to do that, I would play Dishonored. I hate stealth in action games. Well, action RPGs in this case. Well, okay, I can't see shit here. Well, I can see, but if you think these guys are going to scare me when when I fought against
Take care of that. For Rondra.
against Mother Radzinski, then you are in for a very rude awakening. No, let's go for Mighty Blow on this one. Look at them closely, people, because they are all about to die.
Let me do that. Avenging Kirby.
Dead and dead. I mean, I wasn't even starting.
Listen up, everyone.
I wasn't even started. I wasn't even starting yet. Sorry. Starting. I was just warming up. So all of the cultists are kind of like bald, middle-aged monks. Somehow, monks, I don't know. Let me see the quest that I failed just for the sake of it. Like a shadow. I managed to sneak into the heart of the ruins and noticed. This means war. Yeah, whatever. See that the only 2 quests that I failed are those that are about stealth. So yeah, we are not doing that shit. Everyone is dead. Hooray. Hooray! Everyone is dead. Triggered locked. Damn it. Yep, that will be a problem. I cannot pick. Cannot pick locks. Sorry. Yeah, another trap. Wanna trigger it again? Trigger it. Erase. How can you play like that? Yeah, I play like this. I hope I can return to this place so I can loot the rest. But if I can't, oh well. I need to train lock picking. Anything else? Hey, isn't there a spell to open this shit with magic? Wasn't there a spell to open all of this shit with magic? You know, because I think no. How do you train pick locks? Is the question. I need to find a rogue trainer or some shit like that, but I think you cannot learn that shit. Yeah, probably could had I gone through the examination. The quest that I ignored. Like a beast. Like a beast. Pretty much. And there's a lot of loot in here. I'll do something. I'll save here, boss save. Because then I won't be able to return to this zone, probably. Nothing. I was expecting a cinematic, honestly. Slow tension builds up in the air. I don't think I'll be able to return with Gladys way up to the dungeon after I finish this, you know, because I think I wouldn't be able because it will lock me out of a zone like it did last time. Oh, dungeon. If you heard that sound, it's the same as World of Warcraft when entering a dungeon. They kind of like directly copy it. They copied the soundtrack. Like that. Like that. Generic dungeon soundtrack from the early 2000s. No, it's not generic, it's amazing. I actually love that in. Oh. This trap should be disarmed by an expert. Yeah, we don't have experts. It's just like bullshit. It's the price we have to pay for being the best fighters ever. This one is already dead. That one's definitely already dead. Use that on this one. I guess it's more than enough. Like in classic RPGs, this can happen because it's kind of like, since you can evade attacks, it's much worse because The second they cannot touch you, look at that. They couldn't even deal a single. They couldn't even land a single blow. Alrighty. Chest. They're all locked. Shit. There's way too much loot in here to just ignore it. Damn it. There's way too much loot in here. I'll have to return with the other character. I'll have to return with the other character. Way too much loot to just ignore it. I don't think they need our help at all. I don't think they need our help at all, but well. Whoever said that the first game of a franchise was simplistic and not as good as the other ones, this game is very good. Honestly, this game is very, very good. Like, exceptional. Yeah, whatever the fuck. Damn it, that's a wound. Well, that's beginning to bother me. That is beginning to bother me. What on earth am I doing? Oh, come on. Heal my wound, Rulana. They can deal with them. Perfect. Oh, good. Yep. Now I see the problem. Those cultist daggers take yeah, pretty much. I filled my inventory with that shit. Huh? Arrow. Come on, boy. Oh well, whatever. Is it me or the frame rate gets more smooth as we get into buildings? Quarter room? Could it be? Guard room, whatever. Right. Yep, more chests. Damn it. We might need to come back with... I hope I can come back with a rogue here. We should be able to change party members on the go. To swap party members on the go. You know. Because it's way too brutal to force a player alright to traps. Ah no, they are in 3D, look at that. I thought it was in 2D, now it's in 3D. Trigger your trap. There you go. Thank you. Ah, we got some more incoming. Rulana, how about you heal me? Come over here, Rulana. Heal me. I took that trap for the team. God damn it. Shit, the camera is going a bit crazy. It's way too narrow. What's that red aura? That has to be one of Forgrim's attacks.
I'll take care of that.
Oh well, whatever.
A dwarf stands by his word.
Word. That's some nice Scottish pronunciation, I guess.
Yes.
Well, no, in all of England it's actually word instead of word. Word, like without pronouncing the R a lot. But yeah, that one is kind of like very accentuated there. It's not like word, it's like word. It's even worse. It's even worse. See, I still have that. I say worse most of the time instead of worse. Worse, 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 worse. That exploded. Not like it could hit any of us. Right, anyone else? My wolf is on fire. Heal my salmon. Well, not my salmon, your salmon. Heal your salmon. Another locked chest. Now I'm getting angry. I knew this was going to happen. I don't know how to train chest, Yusuke.
Is anyone there? I'm a magician. Get me out of here.
Ooh. Why did they lock you in here? Who are you? I'm Justanius of Aldravia. Magicus Extraordinarius, but you can call me Just for all I care, provided you can get me out of here, please. Why did they lock you in here? Are you deceased, or are you perhaps one of those crazy cultists? Truly no. My research into lines of power and arcane field matrices led me to the ruins. But then Humbert and his followers captured me and locked me in here. Ah, so we would have... Humbert's followers. Ah, so they were part of the bandit camp that I also destroyed and killed all of the bandits right at the beginning of the forest. Otherwise, we could have gone against two of them. Then that would have been crazy. Sorry. One night shortly thereafter, heavy fighting broke out, and the robbers fled. The next day, an ugly, tattooed, bald man opened the door and revealed that I was now his prisoner, while he mockingly showed me the key. He mumbled something about Umbracore, Adacorion, and then slammed the door. I'm begging you to let me out. Yeah, no worries, as much as I care. How do I know I can trust ya? What do I know? How do I know I can trust you? See the problem of universals that we debated the other day, people. You might be a dragon cultist too. At least I'm safe here. One night they wanted to fetch me in the name of Umbracore, Ardacorion, but they couldn't get the damn door open anyway. It looks as though we'll just have to trust each other. Umbracore and Ardacorion. Interesting, isn't it? Umbracore is, of course, the name of one of the ancient dragons. Ah, the one that probably went away flying once the barrier was lifted. That probably goes without saying, but Ardacorion? Never heard it. And I've never read it in any of the books I've spent my whole life studying. Oh well, it's not a sign of weakness of character not to understand every piece of nonsense stammered out by a band of obviously insane murderers. Okay, let's continue. I took this key from a priest earlier. Please let me out. Right, I'll let you out. At last.
I thought I was going to have to starve to death in here. Nobody could eat that stale old stuff.
You're very grateful. Well, my attempt to complement my studies with some practical experience was only partially successful. It looks as though I'd be better off not traveling unaccompanied in the future. It seems like you get around a lot and know how to deal with danger. To join you, assuming you want me, of course. I'm a trained battle mage, and I would certainly be. Yes, you are coming with me. You will replace Rulana. You're welcome to join me, but not right now. Travel to Ferdok and wait me there in my house on Prius Square. At Prius Square. Oh no, well, to Ferdok home outside of me at least. You. I would have said, yeah. Chest, you ski? Well, at least the main loot. Shit. Shit again. The ring. Damn it. We'll have to leave some of my shit. Yep. Thank you. I'll have to leave some of my shit with a huge and painful decision. No, don't shoot an arrow to the barrel. There we go. And this one. Please tell me that we can return here. We can return here and loot all of this stuff. Otherwise, it would be a crime. Let me guess, it's a quick exit. Just dungeon. I cannot remember the direction we came from. This one? Has to be this one. Yeah, I remember this was the spot. This one. Open the damn gate. Nice. Brutal. Amazing. And now we exit the dungeon in a very fast fashion. Ah, no, there's another one. Well, would you look at that?
Let me do that. I'll take care of it.
Let's see if this one lasts more than one round. Nope. I guess we have to. We're going even deeper. We'll do a second save. In case we can go back at this point. Where the fuck are we? Where the fuck are we? This isn't my... We still haven't looted the scroll. We still haven't looted the scroll. Those are not my wolves. War dog. What's the meaning of this? Attacked by Rottweilers. Well, enemy variety is certainly improving. Some Rottweilers there. Those are very dangerous dogs. Once they bite you, they won't stop until the bone is ripped apart from your body. In real life, I would never have a dog like that. They are very. Besides, they have so much power in their bite that it's highly dangerous. My 2 cents. Never have a dog like that. Where the fuck are we? Another locked chest. Now the game is just... this one must be very good. Now the game is just mocking me. We need Gladys. I wasn't expecting this dungeon to have this insane amount of chests. One of these must have the paper that we are looking for. Right here. Aha, there you are. Burn, burn, burn. Go for Stormblade. No. Stormblade.
And run with the moment.
Rain of Arrows. You go for... I don't think that if human opponents cannot kill me, I don't think dogs will be able to kill me. Like, they have no access to magic, armor, or I want to presume they... I presume they don't have any armor. Do they drop gold? Wait, no. No, that would have been way too much. What's this? Damn it. Through there. I think that's a dead end. I think that's a dead end there. Yeah, dead end. What is this shit? This must be where the dragon escaped from. Hey, nice to ring. We'll do one more save here to ensure that if we are locked out, we can come back to this moment. Now that is 1 millisecond before it happened.
There is something quite poetic
Noldrokon.
about the manner in which you will pay for your failure, Gamblack.
Ah, this is the one that we are looking for.
The dragon has unleashed its power and thrown off its chains.
Mm.
And now he flies again. You, on the other hand, have a long fall before you.
It's all Celticon's fault. He was responsible for keeping the magical barrier intact. If he hadn't let himself be killed...
It was the same person who foiled our plans in Ferdok. That was your responsibility, Gamblack. You should have finished things off there. Did you hear that, Gamblack? They're already on their way here. It's such a shame I can't stay to watch the show.
You damn coward! You stay here and fight!
My attention is needed elsewhere. I suggest you bring to an end what you failed to accomplish in Ferdok.
Damn it, I wanted to kill both of them.
You? Battle the lower hills? What's your business here?
Exterminate all of you, you putrid scum. you... I've come at the behest of the Oracle of the Dragon Quest to retrieve the stolen knowledge from these ruins. It has absolutely nothing to do with you, you wretched murderer. Remember that... or wretched. Remember that he killed Ardo of Borstok, our original mentor at the beginning of the game. I really don't know what you are getting at. You know only too well you're behind the murder of Ardo of Borstok. Ardo of Borstok? I'll admit that I am familiar with that name, but I'm afraid I have to disappoint you. I had nothing to do with his death. Who killed Ardo? What do I care? You would have been better off asking your oracle instead of bothering me with this. I'm tired of talking. It's time for you to die. Should I get rid of you? I'll also rid myself of that false snake Noldrokon. What? What? He didn't kill Ardo? What on earth? Hey, my buffs. Right. Replace that. Delay that order. Yes. Fastest of body first. Luckily, they cannot even touch us. You didn't kill Ardo? What? What is the meaning of that?
Let me do that.
Then he didn't kill Ardo? What? That is way too crazy. That would be a nice twist. Why are you attacking my ranged? Fighter there, oh my. That was a nice block. But I won't save ya. Hey, what kind of attacks are we doing?
Listen up, everyone.
There we go. Get rid of that one. Now I can see they are all gonna die at the same time. That one is evading my attacks.
For Amazon Pride. Attack.
How about we kill the ones that are about to die? Like that.
Let the wind carry you.
Dead.
Avenging Kirkham.
Dead. And... let me reactivate the summon. I know, but they haven't dealt any damage to us, pretty much. KASTAN GAMBLACK. Oh, 2 stacks of being wounded. No matter. Let's see if I can knock that guy down. Reign of Pharaoh. That guy is dead. Nope. Cannot be knocked down. Oh, would you look at that?
Let me do that. I'll take care of that.
Heal 4, Grim. KASTAN GAMBLACK. So you say you didn't kill? Hey, he's evading a lot of attacks, huh? Well. Plum Bomb Heavy Arm. How do you like this?
For Amazon Pride.
I mean, you have a pretty high evasion chance, my guy, but that won't save you.
Storm over water.
He's evading most of my attacks, huh? There we go, the attacks are beginning to connect. See? There! The shield blocked that attack. Aimed shot. Mighty blow. Double mighty blow. Triple mighty blow. No, Stormblade. It's even better.
Drink blood, my sword.
Oof, that's a lot of damage. Look at that. Look at that HP bar drop.
For Amazon Pride.
Look at that, he hasn't even touched my tanks. He's barely able to deal damage. Done. Now heal me. Thunderbolt.
I'm one with the moment.
Double Thunderbolt. Ah, look at that, he has Plumb Bomb. No, he doesn't have defensive stuff. 10 damage, there we go. Just basic attacks all over the place. Easy. Malgora's speech. That was easy. He could barely touch any of my 3 tanks. Damn it. Magical short sword. That will be useful. Drop. I hope. Alright. Now that we've neutralized all of the threats, you know what we're going to do, people? Yes. We're going to save here. We're going to save here. Here. We'll use this one. We're going to save here. And we are going to go back for Gladys. Can I fast travel? No, no. And we're going to go back for Gladys, since all threats have been neutralized. Because I think we'll be locked out of that. Just in case. Just in case we're locked out, because otherwise, now I'm going to leave, and we're locked out, and I'll have to do that again. I have to kind of like leave this place, and then I would have needed to go back and come back, etc. So now that we've neutralized all threats, we'll go back to, because there's way too much loot in here. We'll leave it like this. We'll leave it like this. If we can quit this place. Right now, that's another one of the chests. Alright. We'll leave it like this. We'll leave it like this. And we'll go back for Gladys. We'll go back for her. We'll go back for her. Because there's way too much loot for me to ignore in here. So I wish there was kind of like a... Can I use kind of like escape rope like in Pokemon? Because there was some... trip and unaware opponent. There should be kind of like escape rope, like in Pokemon. Or I don't know. Alright, and let's go back to the surface. Shouldn't be that much of a deal, because it's through this door. Right, perfect. Ah. Yeah, I wasn't counting on that. Well, it looks like I'll have to take the long way. We'll take the long way. Okay. Alrighty. I'm not leaving all of this loot here. What kind of adventure would I be if I left all of this loot here? See, another one here. It's so full of loot that I cannot do that. There's kind of like a fortune in here. Damn it. I need to train that ability ASAP, because without it, it'll be like this the whole game, and we cannot afford that. We definitely cannot afford that. Oh well. Oh well, people, what are you gonna do? Well, today we improved Hey, what's that? Wait, yeah, look at that. It has an animation there. They're moving. Look at that hat. That's a nice touch. It has physics applied to it. Not bad. Not bad at all. Way up. I think it's through here. I think it's through here. Yeah, there we go. We are out. Fortunately, we are close to the exit of the Blood Mountains. I'll just have to go down the mountainside like this. Fortunately, we are close. God damn it. Today we've done a lot of progress in terms of improving our gear. That's for sure. I don't know about progressing in the story, but upgrading our gear, yes, definitely. As I was mentioning, people, we'll do the Ultimate 3DS Showcase next year with the release of Shantae's Risky's Revolution. Pretty much. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Uh-huh. There we go. Alright, let's go back for Gladys. Shouldn't take a lot of time, people. It'll take me, what, 10 minutes? And there's a lot of loot in here. I simply cannot let all of this loot go to waste. Yeah, now I see why there was also a mod for increasing the walk speed of your characters, but on the other hand, it's very realistic. Like, it makes the distances in this game much much more realistic, you know? Because if you make characters way too fast, like in Diablo, for example, it's not realistic. Like, they want you to create the scale. This straight out of World of Warcraft. In World of Warcraft, they made the walking speed as slow as it is when compared to the mounts, for you to actually look for a mount, of course, first. But not only that, to make the scale of the game realistic. So I can respect that development decision. Like it's done in order to add to the realism of the scope of the game world. So definitely, definitely, I definitely appreciate it a lot. What's that? No. It was. Huh? Oh, look at that. Ah, yeah, true. Here we are. See, it wasn't that bad. Yeah, now we have to go. Now we have to go over there. We have to go over there. Let's go. Let's go. Hacktius. No X-Pack, but that doesn't look like the Yes, it's Drakensang 1. It's not Drakensang Online. I couldn't find the category of the game, if that's what you mean. Honestly, maybe it's because it's a very old game or what, and yes, it's Drakensang 1, indeed. Indeed. I'm analyzing Drakensang 1. Thank you for visiting my Metaphysical reviews. Indeed. Oh, I didn't even know that game existed. Interested. Yeah, it's like Baldur's Gate. It's like Baldur's Gate or Divinity Original Sin, but more like Baldur's Gate, like Dragon Age Origins, like like Knights of the Republic, like Neverwinter Nights, like Icewind Dale, like the classic RPGs from BioWare, the Infinity Engine games. In that sense, a modern example would be Divinity Original Sin and Baldur's Gate 3. It's like that. It's like those one. It's the I never played Drakensang Online, which is more like Diablo as I understand it, but I wanted to play the series in order. and this is the original. That's why, precisely also because of that reason, you are not the first person that has visited this particular series that I'm doing, and tell me that precisely that they knew about Drakensang Online, but not about the original. And since I metaphysically analyze underrated games with my scholastic method of realism, of metaphysical realism, it is indeed a great opportunity to analyze this one. Indeed. It's like Baldur's Gate. Basically, it's real time with pause, the combat. In case you are interested, I have been analyzing the game for 11 days, as you can read from the title description. And here, well, here you can have a perfect example. It's like Baldur's Gate, real time with pause, but internally they are rounds. Kind of like turn based, but internally. If you played Baldur's Gate, Neverwinter Nights, or any of the classic Infinity Engine games, Knights of the Republic, my one of my favorite game of all time, besides Star Wars: The Old Republic, the MMORPG. Indeed, it's pretty much like those. It feels like a Bioware game. Internal turns that last for about 2 seconds, but real time still. So in that sense, it's a great entry point. It's a great entry point if you haven't played any classic RPGs, like Baldur's Gate or Icewind Dale. It's great because it's much easier to understand. For example, it doesn't have negative armor. In Baldur's Gate, you have a negative armor rating, and in the case of this game, for example, it has a positive armor rating. In Baldur's Gate, it uses a system called the THACO, the to hit armor class 0. The higher the negative number is, the more evasive you are, the more difficult it is for enemies to hit you. In this case, the more armor you have, it's the same. It's the same rule. It follows Dungeons and Dragons 3.5. I was commenting about Drakensang, since you played Drakensang Online, that it was born like this because it's based of a tabletop game. It's a tabletop game, and this game replicates that tabletop game that is the German equivalent of Dungeons and Dragons. Drakensang is German, as I understand it, and basically the tabletop game that would be Dungeons and Dragons. In this case, it's Drakensang, and this is a perfect replica of the tabletop game. Like Baldur's Gate, it's an almost. They had some creative liberties as well. It is true, but it is almost a perfect replica of Drakensang, of the tabletop game. The Dark Eye is the name of the game. It's German. It's German. All of these games are based on the German equivalent of Dungeons and Dragons. And this one, contrary to Drakensang Online, this one is an exact, well, not an exact, just like Baldur's Gate, almost an exact copy. So if you like Dungeons and Dragons 3.5 or any of the games that I mentioned, I highly recommend it. It's also much, as I said, much easier than Baldur's Gate to understand for newcomers to the classic RPG genre. When I say classic RPG genre, that is as opposed to the isometric action RPG genre, to Diablo 1, Diablo 2, in the sense that it uses real-time with post-combat, or even fully post, like Divinity Original Sin 1, 2, or Baldur's Gate 3. And yes, basically it's very, very good. Dragon Age Origins as well, if you played that one, this one is very, very similar. It inherits some things from World of Warcraft. Definitely the influence of World of Warcraft, you can feel it in most of these RPGs from the late 2000s. So yes, it's another great option. It's another great option for that you can definitely choose, because it's absolutely amazing. If you like classic RPGs, it's absolutely amazing. All right. So yeah, hmm, there we go. So yeah, I have been recommending it precisely to all of you people. Uh, The game is absolutely amazing if you like classic RPGs like the ones that I mentioned. Definitely, because it will be much easier. It will be much easier to understand, for example, for newcomers to the classic RPG genre. And after this, you can play Baldur's Gate and see the jump in difficulty. In that sense, please don't crash. There we go. There we go. Now, if the game crashed, then I don't know. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Magnificent. Very well. Very, very well. Okay. Let me. There we go. Oh. Oops. Damn it. Anyways, it automatically saved, probably. It's because I alt-tabbed. Sorry, people. I wanted to check the stream for a sec. Let's see. Will it work? I think it's going to work. Yeah, it can get a bit dizzy if you alt tab a bit. It's not as bad as a spell force, that's for sure. Not as bad as a spell force. Damn it. See, that's the problem with this. Let me activate the. Let me activate the task manager. Damn it. It got stuck. Oh. Damn it. How about that? No. Oh well. Give me a sec, people. I need my main monitor. What the? Activate it once and for all. There we go, there we go, there we go. Alright. Well, damn it. Yeah, it makes the PC lag. Well, would you look at that? There we go. Found it. And task. There we go. Look at that. Oh, what are those task managers? This happened to me at the beginning of the series. There we go. Magnificent. Don't worry, it automatically saved. Don't you worry, people. Let's see. It should allow me to continue from the last. Alright, we're gonna see. There you go. There you go, people. Yeah, I think there's kind of like a limit to the amount of times you can actually alt tab. So yeah, pretty much. The Earth-like world of Deary is home to the continent of Aventuria. Ah, the world is Deary, and the continent is Aventuria. I believe that the world is a flat disk, although theories of a spiral gaining ground in recent years. I mean, that's such... Yeah, such an insane amount of... What?
Good choice.
Oh, no. Damn it. Poof. No, it's at the beginning. Shit. Shit. Oh, no, the date. Look at the date. Oh. Uh, then... Then this one, damn it, it didn't save shit. Sorry people, it didn't save. I'm not going to alt tab ever again. I'll have to do that again, shit. Got it. You know what? I'll do that off stream. I won't bore you with that shit. I'll do that off stream. I'll do that off stream. I'll bring back Gladys. I'll bring Gladys back off stream because there's no point in boring you with all of this shit. What? Well, it depends on the time. Maybe if I have some. I know I have half an hour more. Well, it'll be. This will be a very. This turned out to be a very, very slow-paced stream. That's for sure. Well, we can do it kind of like. We can do it kind of like today, but well, yeah, there's no point in leaving this like this. Well, that's sorry for the slow-paced experience, people, but basically, I cannot leave all of this loot like this. Through here? Yeah, through here. Yep. Right, but this was a dead end, right? Yeah, it was a dead end. Damn it. Shit, I cannot believe I had to do this all over again. That it crashed right there. It didn't get to save. It didn't get to save. Way up, over there. Damn it. Shit, people. Sorry, I never imagined that we would that I would need to do this all over again. Yeah, if you alt tab, since it uses full screen instead of borderless, this happens. Though I don't recommend you play games on with border on borderless, in borderless, kind of like sorry in borderless, because borderless full screen doesn't have all of the optimizations of giving an application exclusive full screen. I would go for exclusive full screen always as. Oh. Damn it. There should be a button to speed up this process, people. There should be a button to speed up this process, definitely. Oh. Yeah, I need Gladys to loot all of that stuff, damn it. This stream I'll have to cut it all over the place for YouTube, that's for sure. Sorry people, today was a slow stream. The game is so slow by itself, on its own, but, well, I made it worse with those crashes. Oh well. It runs very smooth, that's for sure. There we go. I love how the interface is exactly like a BioWare game, like perfectly designed, so there we go again. Oh shit, here we go again. Let me do another save instead of this one. Let me overwrite just in case everything goes to shit, because from time to time I have to consult the chat. I'll remember to consult the chat to see how the stream is going. Alright, there we go. Hey, wasn't that bad? Alright, I can't believe I have to do this. I cannot train that shit because I don't have any... There. Because I don't have any rogue trainers, but well. Alright, here we are. Here we are. There we go. Magnificent. Magnificent. Let's go up. Let's go up. Arc Archmage Rakorium. What? He's over here? We recruited him? Hang on. Here you are. The fact that I have to do this constantly. No. Thank you for the information, ladies. No. First I have to send. I'll send. Rulana heals. Forgrim is the main tank. Well, I don't know. Rulana.
What do you want?
Let me add the Ferdok
As you wish. I shall wait for you.
Gladys, come. Hey, there's Rakorium there. Rakorium is there. Ah, what's Rakorium doing here? Can I recruit him?
Ah, there you are at last. My word, but you do have a beautiful heart.
I don't remember hiring this guy.
This is just perfect for my studies. Perhaps I can be of assistance to you with my knowledge.
Finally, more rich. May I ask you what you need for? Not right now. No, my research is still at the early stage. My colleagues will be amazed. There's still loot to do. You understand? Particularly, well, you understand yet. Well, I can't recruit him. I'm sorry. I don't remember inviting you to my house. Oh, then you are not just a companion. You are also a companion in misfortune. I am most grateful for your. Anyway, I was able to save through my own equipment. Oh, a little mishap. Nothing more. The kind of sacrifices that one. Alright, good luck with your research, whatever it may be. Well, he remains here. Whatever. Let's get all of that loot once and for all, people. Let's get that loot now that we have the ladder. I can't believe that I have to do this to have the correct party and loot at the same time. Maybe you are not meant to have 2 tanks. Maybe you are not meant to have 2 tanks at all times. Maybe that's the key. Indeed. There we go. Oh, well. Today we didn't analyze a lot of the game because, well, I had to upgrade my gear a lot and everything. But well, last time we did a lot, so... Today it was manage looting day. I should sell my stuff at the entrance of the forest as well. Now that I think of it. Are you no. There we go. Can we go back? That's a huge question. Yeah, we can go back, people. We can go back. We can go back. Avoid? Yeah, you can avoid it. Look at that. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Would you look at it? You can. It actually sometimes. It actually sometimes work. It actually sometimes works. Sorry. It did work. It did work. I was going to say. Sorry. Sometimes sometimes I think of a phrase and then I say another one and then well I have to change it. Here we go. All right, we've got Gladys here. Now I see that there's a boss. No, there won't be any boss. We've pretty much annihilated everyone. Ah, right. Since Gladys doesn't have any anything in her inventory? There I can sell stuff. Good, good, good. I can finally sell some stuff. Let me sell some stuff so I make room for all of the loot, because that place was full of stuff. Give me like this. I can select all of their inventories at the same time. Could it be? Yeah, it looks. Yeah. Pills of endurance. Despite their opinions. This is regenerate endurance. What on earth is that? Well, it could be useful, huh? Somehow. Green Magician's Robe. I ain't using that. So following no. Wood glue. Types of bows and arrows. No. 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 Galmonti. No. No. Dragon blood. I hope that might be a quest item. I guess. Throwing dagger, bear trap, cultist dagger. Ah, yeah, look at that. I have. No, there we go. That one. What's this? Old bread rolled, the one that we looted from there. 1 ducat. Well, that's 4 ducats. That's a lot of money. See? See, people, never underestimate the power of a very good loot. Remember what we got at the beginning of the game? When I insisted on looting the whole place? Well, there you have it. There we go. Ferdok Pale Ale, Gold Tea, Cultist Dagger. So many of those. Ah, but they are thalers. They are not far things. Gold Chain. Wild Boar Skin. Gold Leaf. What's the purpose of that shit? No progress and noble decoration. Many blacksmiths. Well, we'll keep this one. Maybe it's useful for something that I still don't comprehend. Maybe. One of those. This one, if I haven't used it up until now, I don't see. I know, but this one is. Ah, yeah, this one is Gwendala, it's not Gladys. Nope. Nope. I'll leave those in just in case. Glow chain. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Look at that money floating. Now I feel like Mr. Krabs. Now I feel like Mr. Krabs. Look at that money flowing. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Look at that. 1 ducat. Damn it, that thing is very valuable to loot. Alright, and we got the hairpins. Good. That should be it. I'm sorry, people. Today was the slowest stream ever. I bet you are insulting me at the screen right now. But well, we did make some progress. Out of the 3 hours, I think 1 at least was combat. But yeah, between making the transition to being a hybrid warrior. Let me increase my strength. I will require that. Yes, except the changes. Pretty much is what I need. I don't know about the other characters, but in the case of that one, in the case of my main tank, I also need to test the battle mage. Huh? It could replace Rulana. That battle mage could replace Rulana, huh? I remember that in Baldur's Gate, for example, you couldn't replace a melee tank because there isn't a hybrid class between. Yeah, you have battle mage, but the sorcerer still, it's the pure DPS that I went for. Here, there wasn't a sorcerer class, so yeah, pretty much. All right, almost 4 hours and we barely progressed. Damn it. Today wasn't my day. No, it's that the game is slow. It's a slow paced. Basically, it's not my fault that the characters walk so slow and that I am forced. Alright, here we are. that I'm forced to actually bring them with me to open the chests. Alright, chests, chests. I am looking for chests all over the place. Let's see. There weren't many in here. The dungeon was more. I hope the 8 hairpins that I have are enough, huh? And I can see that it's not enough. Because you need hairpins to actually loot them. Oh, look at that one earth. 1 thaler, 8 farthings. Am I crazy? Or there was a chest in here? I cannot believe I have to do this to get all of the loot. No. To get all of the loot, but well. You have to. Yeah, probably the game is easier in order to allow you to keep a rogue with you kind of like all the time. But we don't want that, people. We don't want that. There we go, ruins. Amazing. Alright, here we are. I hope the chests were no more than 8, otherwise we're in trouble. Do I have... I know, but here I have 20 hairpins. See people. See people. Old wise eraser knows it all. No, I don't know it all, but I did take that into account. No, I bought them right when I came here some minutes ago. What am I saying? No. All right, first chest that we skip. Let's go, Gladys. Take control of the group. Go ahead. I don't remember listening to that shit here. All right. Remember, we have to use the hairpin. Otherwise, only with your hands it doesn't work. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks. Let's see what we were missing. I hope the rest of the loot isn't that worthless, otherwise I'm going to... Well, we could just reload the last... Let's see, this one. We could reload the last save that I did. No, it's not going to be. Yeah, trap triggered. $3. Alright. How much? How much do we have? 113 again. We were almost at 200 at some point. At 200 ducats. Oh well. And besides, that rogue still had to pay us. Here, there's another one. Magic lock or what? This one is shiny. You will, yeah. Pelt scraps, goddammit. Goddammit. Troll chests? Goddammit. Shit, I hope the rest of the chests aren't like this, so... I didn't mean to do that. What did I press? Tactical mode set to aggressive? No. You are all aggressive, I am defensive. I looted everything. Damn it, shit. This one was a disappointment. Pretty please tell me that the rest of the chests have a bit more of some more valuable stuff in them. This one is the dead end. You know, it's the only way to go. Yep, here. Let's see. Let's see. Here. 2 more. 2 more of them. 2 more. I wonder if loot is random at this point. Shit. One farthing. God damn it. For now, I regret going back. And what I'm definitely regretting is not doing the optional side quest for the Guild of Thieves at the beginning of the game that probably taught you how to do this. But well, maybe I can learn the skill. I mean, but well, I haven't found any trainers. I don't know how the trainer. Oh, damn it, for farthings. Farthing is kind of like the lowest one, the lowest tier. Shit, they're worth nothing. They're just cents, in case you are wondering, people. Just dungeon. Let's see. So far the game trolled me. Let's see if that improves. Let's see. That's not even worth looting, I guess. No, maybe then it's worth one $1. Mr. Krabs Syndrome. Yes, I know the greed is real. Yep. Hey, I spent a lot of time getting to this perfect combat efficiency, and I cleared the dungeon perfectly. I'm getting my rewards. It's fair. Now we're talking. That's a bit more of money. Still not enough, but it's improving. But it's at least it's decent. Guard room. Let's see this one. What a trolling. There's nothing in there. Yeah. There's always something. Yeah, there are no empty barrels in this game, that's for sure. That one? Yeah. Look at that, they were more than 8 there. They were more than 8. This one would have been the last one that we... This one would have been the last one that we could have opened. Had we not bought more of those hairpins. This one would have been the last one. So, yeah. Damn it. Come on, give me some better loot. So far, the loot has been terrible. Absolutely terrible. We're getting into the belly of the beast, people. Again. I think these two are connected, right? No. Here there's another one. No, here there's nothing. I bet you cannot see a lot. That's because of my monitor. My monitor kind of like exaggerates the contrast of the blacks, so it looks really, really black, like real darkness. Alright, this is the last one. I wouldn't have been able to actually loot it without buying extra hairpins. Alright, we're here. See? Shit. I feel swindled. This was a swindle. This was an absolute... The game trolled me. None of the chests have any respectful loot. I spent a lot of time getting all of this shit, god damn it. Well, I guess that's a good sign that I'm not missing out on pretty much anything. Well, but at the beginning of the stream, I actually looted something useful. But yeah, nothing. So far, nothing. Yeah, but it leaves you with the doubt. Like, what did I actually skip there? Let me save because otherwise. Let me save because if I stop to think what the amount of time that we've lost with this shit, I'm gonna get angry. I'm going to get angry. There are two more. Hang on. Wait a sec. Hold up. Hang on. Wait a sec. Stop it. Wait. Japhgur's story. That looks important. Stop it. Stop. Wait. What's the meaning of this shit? Just a book. I bet it's very important, but... Well, it's not a quest item, huh? Come on, give me some juicy loot. Well, a second set of a studied arm. Yeah, that one is useful. Right at the end, like here. Like... No, not for you. Give them to Wendala. Where were you? Studied leather. There we go. One. And if I had gloves that only take one slot, that would be great. That would have been one more point. Give those to Gwendala. Give all of your loot to Gwendala. Anyways, a disappointment. I got swindled. Sorry, people. Sorry, people. I got swindled. Really, you're not going to give me any juicy loot? Any good loot? Yeah, this is the end. God damn it, what a disappointment. That was a disappointment. I am not bringing a rogue with me ever again. If this is going to be the quality of the loot that we are going to get. Alright. Oh, damn it. I'm not going to make you watch how I get out of this dungeon again, people, in case you're wondering. I don't know if loot it's also random or what, but it has been terrible. Well, there it is, the Book of the Pilgrimage, after all. Let's go. Book of the Serpent. Received the only thing, stolen knowledge. Well, we'll leave it here, people. We'll leave it here. We finally got it. We'll leave it here. But first, before I go, I'm intrigued about the other book that we looted. Japhgur's story. It's the only, apparently, decent piece of loot before we go. That I had to actually bring a rogue with me to get access to. Japhgur's story. So, you want to hear a tale from my homelands, stranger? Then listen well, for this is a tale of Bey Keshmal al-Harim ben Berudin of Ferdok, how he defeated a purple worm, and I'll tell it to you for a couple of pieces of silver. That's how it was accomplished. The Bey of Ferdok, whom I and many warriors followed into the mountains known as the Wolf rushed to slay a purple one there, was victorious and blessed by Rastula. The battle was difficult and long. No fewer than 20 of my comrades in arms lost their lives in that battle, but the Bay conquered the worm without sustaining a single scratch, as surely as my name is Rashid ben Ilkan. With righteous wrath and Rastula's benevolence on his side, he thrust his scimitar into the beast's torso while he fought it with the Jadra, bow and arrow. The monster's blistering breath transformed its adversaries into pillars of flame. His dark magic caused delusion and insanity, yet most fearsome of all were the claws. They were as hard as adamant, unable to fell a man with one swipe. The bellowing shook our resolve, but the Vey courageously pushed onward, and and bit by bit, I thought it was going to say hit, and bit by bit, we were able to vanquish the dragon. For some of us, just like the Vey, had been clever enough to apply a salve to the skin that protected us from the dragon's fiery breath, and so those were able to confront the beast successfully. When the dragon was finally brought down and lay motionless on the ground, an unholy silence settled in to replace the din of battle and spread out over the scene. None dared to speak a word. Was the purple worm dead? Only the Bay had the courage to approach that scourge of righteousness. He split the skull with his double Kanchomer, I presume it's a hammer, we presume it's a hammer, and took the dragon's soul essence as a symbol of his victory. How brightly the carbuncle glittered! And on my honor, I swear, it seemed as if something was watching us from that godless stone. The Vey's eyes gazed unblinkingly into the glow of the carbuncle's gemstone, and he began to laugh louder and louder. So it gives you tips on how to beat a dragon, like the one that escaped when we lifted the barrier at the beginning of the stream. And well, it verifies the legend that that dragons in this game have kind of like a gem in their heads, and that's apparently very valuable, and what everyone is looking for. And we laughed with him, getting the rage, anger, and fear we had experienced during the battle out of our systems. Shouts of joy, blessings, and the certainty that we were victorious, the dragon's spawn lies crushed in its own blood, hail to us the heroes. Long live Bay Keshmal, blessings on Rastula's will, babbled forth from us. The Vey commanded us to skin the monster so that special armor could be crafted from it, to pull out the teeth so that they might adorn his helmet, and even to take the sinews to make a bow of unmatched precision. He personally descended into the depths of the lair in order to see for himself which of the dragon's treasures he could now claim as his own. Yet what did he find? Gold, jewels, artifacts of power? Artifacts of power? Of great power? Yes, he found all those things in the lair, but what also awaited us in the cave was more precious than the jewels. It was the dragon's little one, a young dragon barely hatched. The one that probably grew up and is now loose. Unable to fend for itself. See? Good use of proper English. Instead of calling him the dragon him, it's it. It. Any animal is technically an object for languages. It's wrong to say him or her. It's technically wrong. It's technically wrong. It's an it. I know that it has changed with the customs and modern times, but it's still technically wrong. The scaled armor had not yet hardened. The breath was too weak to even set a bed of a straw on fire. This is because the German developers learned British English, probably. That is very strict on those things. to even set a bed of straw on fire, and yet the power was already visible in its eyes. We had already decided to finish the young dragon off when the Bey intervened. He said we were to build a cage for the creature and bring a rope to restrain it. He wanted to bring the dragon child to his palace in Furkaba so that all the world could see that he, the Bey Keshmal of Furkaba, was not only a dragon slayer, but that he was the only one who had his own dragon. Now, this is very similar to A Tale of Ice and Fire, or that shit that I don't like it, honestly, but I know how it works with everything. We were not entirely comfortable with that, for Rastula says, avoid the lizard spawn, but he was our Bey and we owed him obedience, as he had always been a good Bey and his deeds could not be faulted. Yeah, pretty much. The little dragon hissed fiercely and put up a ferocious struggle as we bound it and locked it in its cage. Believe me, stranger, it knew very well what was in store for it. Full of rage, it tried to avoid our grasp, and unbridled hatred gleamed in its eyes. When we returned to our home, this is a pretty long story. Well, fortunately, I'm doing it at the end of the stream. When we returned to our home, we marched it through the city in triumph. Everyone had come to greet us and to see the young dragon, who had been named Japhgur. Word of our deed had spread like wildfire even before our arrival. The Bey ordered a cave to be prepared. A dwarven smith was charged with smithing manacles of the finest steel so that the beast could be chained in the cave. In the cave. I was going to say in its cave. Where it was to live and be raised. For that much was told to me. The Bey wanted to tame the dragon and turn it into his mount. Love it. This is World of Warcraft. This is WoW 101 shit here. Just as if it were a noble war horse. Nice. He tried to break the dragon's will with force, magic, and most likely with other, darker methods, but he didn't succeed, and so the dragon was soon kept merely as a trophy to serve my master's vanity. The dragon grew with amazing speed. Now I naturally don't know how fast the dragons grow, but I didn't expect it to be that fast. This is like the Dragon Prince as well. Very good series. One of the very few modern series that is very, very good. Whenever you were near the cave, you had an uneasy feeling, and you could literally sense the hatred coming from all the blows, the chains, and the mocking and humiliation that Japhgur, I was saying Japhgur for what Japhgur had to endure, and that would not break him, and he was waiting for his release to wreak his vengeance on all those who had done this to him. He hated humans. He sent that message to me in my dreams. I could hear it every night until I could bear it no longer. Bear it no longer. Very no longer. And so I vanished from my lands, broke the loyalty oath to my Bey, and turned my back on Furkaba. Believe me, stranger, when Japhgur or Japhgur, there was a G here. Damn it. This is not the first time that in this game I find a name written kind of like evidently wrong at a later point in time. Later, when Japhgur, in this case, I guess, is freed. I guess it's Japhgur. On my keyboard, P and G are not close, right? And it's a US keyboard, so what happened? Believe me, it will strike anyone who is unfortunate enough to cross his path. He will be set on revenge. That is the only thing he's living for now. Let me have another wine, stranger. Telling stories makes me quite thirsty. Tales of an old traveler from Furkada. Alright, well, and at least now we have a context of what happened here. The dragon that we just set free, it's the one from the story, I guess. And they are trying to tame it, probably the bee, or whatever. Whoever that lizard guy was. Well, we killed KASTAN GAMBLACK, so the quest must have updated. Bomb growing of, as I said, it was me left time until I lured that right into a hole. Well, this leaves us with a lot of questions, no answers, and a very, very quite sad moment of going back to loot all of this useless stuff. Oh well. It won't be the first time a game trolled me in order to get and getting shitty loot. In that sense, Baldur's Gate always ensures that 9, 10 past 9 almost. 10 past 9. Perfect. Perfect. So today I was left with a lot of questions. So the dragon is still alive. His name is Japhgur, and he has waited for this moment its whole life. So yeah, pretty much. Alright, people. Alright, people. It was my pleasure sharing this 11th day of Drakensang Dark High with all of you. Always deeply appreciate the company of Discord members and Twitch followers over here. In case you're watching this as a YouTube VOD, as a Twitch VOD, and as well, thanks to YouTube subscribers or anyone who might have taken the time to watch this as a YouTube VOD or a Twitch VOD in the future, if you're watching this as a YouTube VOD in the future. Thanks to all of you. I know that today we could have progressed a lot, but for next time I'll be kind of like out of the dungeon, so I'll leave everything ready to continue the story. On Thursday we'll do Spellforce. And yeah, pretty much. Hope you have a great week and see you all on Thursday. We looted everything at least. There was some good loot, but not good enough for the text. So I think I'll remove a rogue permanently from my party. I think we already have the head start that we needed. We looted enough from those chests. If I can get the lock pick skill. So good. Ladies and gentlemen, guys, it's been my pleasure. Hope this 11th day was. We also fought the VANYA. True, there was a bit of a second fight there. Yeah, pretty much. Guys, it's been a pleasure. See you all on Thursday. And as always, deep thanks to Discord members and Twitch followers, especially for. In case you are visiting this as a YouTuber, deeply appreciate it for accompanying me. Always deeply appreciate it. There we go. Perfect. Magnificent. Bye bye. See you on Thursday, guys.